Hey, Onlu.
Hello, hello, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I am doing fine. Sorry about the slight delay. Like I said, told my stream, I had a minor medical mishap that has been resolved.
Oh, I hope everything's okay and you're feeling fine. Don't worry about it at all. The game just started, so we're
Yeah,
we're
we
on
are
time.
all good to go.
Yeah.
Let
Uh,
me just set up the scoreboard. And yeah, we are here on Samim, game number 1. Thanks for joining me, Daniela.
Thank you so much for having me, and thanks for hosting the tournament. Been enjoying it so far. Yeah, we have Classic Pro playing in yellow as Vietnamese, Sorakuma in blue as Byzantines, and I don't know what to say about the Byzantines pick. I kind of understand Vietnamese, but Byzantines feels a bit off for this map.
Well, we have seen Byzantines, I believe, once before by Vivi.
Mm-hmm.
And the game just devolved into one big skirmisher fest. We're talking triple range in feudal age skirmishers. All
Mm-hmm.
I see are
Yeah.
skirmishers. And I mean, with Byzantines plus Vietnamese, we're pretty well primed to see that again.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be a pure scrum fest. What I've seen so far on this map is that because of those piles of wood, right, that you usually want to keep them protected or either with defensive buildings or with military, this is a very aggressive map, right? Like, I didn't see anyone getting to Castle Edge and booming on 3DCs on this map.
I haven't seen it this tournament.
or yeah, this tournament is even better, but
Yeah, because this was in the last World Desert Championship.
Mhm.
I don't even know. Were you casting then for
Uh,
WDC1?
no, I don't even think I was around. Like, when you guys announced this tournament, I was like, wait, World Descent Championship 2? When was the one? I don't
You
think I
know,
was
we
around.
just like to be super edgy and start the tournament with 2 just to throw people off.
Yeah, to make it even more gimmicky.
Exactly, exactly.
It's fine. We're
All right.
bored of standards anyway.
Yeah, you've got Red Bull next month for standard aggression 1v1 stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, all right. So with both players here dropping their TCs very close to each other, worth noting is that Classic Pro I think lost this map on the qualifiers, but he is going to be playing it again.
Hmm.
Notably, both of these teams had really close sets in their first round, which they lost.
Hmm.
We had SalzZ barely lose to Suomi and Tag barely lose to My Insanity. So this is their tournament life on the line with this set.
Yeah, both of those I saw that were very close sets as well. So I expected this one to be just the same. Very good teams, both of them. Taiwan has been improving like crazy. I have to say this.
Yeah, I mean, Taiwan back in the day, it used to really just be Cloud and then a lot of people who are significantly worse than Cloud. And now
Hmm.
Cloud's only the third best player on his team, as Z40 and Sora have really become quite good AoE2 players. And in the first set, I don't know if you saw it versus My Insanity, it was actually Sora and Z40 clapping ACCM and Sato, I think.
Hmm.
So that is that is not unimpressive.
Well, it's especially when you know that Sito, if I'm not mistaken, is top 3 on the team game ladder or something like that, or he
Oh,
was
really?
top 1, 2 for the longest. Yeah, they like the French players are known for being very good in team games. Seems like we have a pause.
Lag. We are going Ukraine to Taiwan, so.
No, okay, yeah, true, true. Important to say that both of the players are starting with the mule card as well, and I see both of them taking some hunt. I don't think the gathering from those food piles is very efficient. I assume it's at the same rate as the forage bushes.
Yep, it's actually just a reskinned forage push.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just to fit with the I think Samim is Arabic for like death pits or something like that. Something very morbid. Or toxic pits or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, there's very little life here, so you have to make do with piles of wood and
Yeah.
piles of food that's just somebody dropped off apparently on
Randomly in the
their
middle of the
caravans through
desert.
the desert.
Yeah. Sounds good. seems like the players are preparing to click up to the next stage. Classic Pro is getting Loom. I didn't see if Sorakuma got it. No. He's going up without Loom. Not the end of the world. They're not starting with a scout. The camel can do too much. You kind of don't expect usually a drush from Vietnamese, so I don't mind that.
Daniela, this is no camel. This is Mamadou.
I'm sorry.
The camel.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I had a meltdown when I saw you guys name the elephant Tristan.
It's in the spirit of the tournament just to have random names for stuff, just cuz.
Yeah, it's funny.
But Mamadou is actually a very special name because it's one of the AI Malian names.
Oh, okay.
And when the first tournament I ever hosted was a Nomad team game tournament, and one of the players for one of the teams didn't show up to their game. So for some reason, they were like, you know what? Let's replace this player with an easy AI. And that easy AI was Mamadou, and Mamadou in one of the games had a higher score at the end than Miguel did.
Oh god. Oh.
So Mamadou is a legend around these parts. The world's best easy AI.
All right. Oh, poor Miguel, man. Poor Miguel did not have a fun set versus the USA. So.
That was rough. And look at this here from Sora. Sora ain't messing around, man.
For 1 second, I was like, "Oh my god, Classic Pro is going to go two archer ranges," but no, one of theirs is Sorakuma's, and it's going to be spear skirms. Looks like it. Well, one spear, maybe just for scouting or for poking around.
Just to have some more bodies on the floor, I think, is just not a bad idea here. But you're going to get diminishing returns really quickly as the skirmisher numbers start to climb up. But it's like the same premise as making spearmen versus the American civs. It's just sometimes you just need that extra unit. But right now, the archer range is up faster for Classic Pro. Although the build was initially a little bit better for Sora because he got his TC down so quickly.
Yeah. Well, if it's a random spear and Classic Pro is gonna go pure scrims, there is going to be an extra body on the floor, yeah.
Oh, tragic.
Oh no, a dead spear. Oh no.
Be careful. Don't go too close to the raiders.
That's true. You're gonna be attacked. Where's the blacksmith? Do we have resources for a blacksmith? Not just yet. Classic Pro is getting there. Do you even want to get a blacksmith up?
I mean, the extra range is still very nice on the skirmisher mirror. Notably, because Sora built his TC on the woodpile, he doesn't have a lumber camp, so he doesn't have double bit axe. So he doesn't have that very helpful wood upgrade. Instead, he has horse collar, which, I mean, I guess is fine, but yeah, you're really going to be missing double bit axe as this game goes on.
Oh, Doomster will know everything about you.
That was really painful to watch.
I was telling to my chat, as an admin, how do you resist the urge to join their voice chat and say, "My man, just please get double bit axe at this point"?
Yeah, that's it's a tough one right there, but this villager is maybe a little bit by her lonesome. Okay, she does get the archer range up. That second bit of production is going to be super important. Classic Pro instead opting for fletching like you were suggesting. And I mean, like, fletching is nice to have, but skirmishers are still pretty tanky, and it doesn't really give them more damage versus other skirmishers, so I'd rather just have that second range.
Oh, she's going to fight, all right.
Oh,
she's feisty, but she might want to go back because now those skirms have fletching and well, actually, I don't think versus villagers it matters, does it?
It does not, no.
Yeah, no. So okay, she's feisty. She can stay feisty.
Well, Classic Pro going to be forcing back a couple of reinforcing skirmishers, but that's just going to let the main blob of skirmishers go towards these wood piles, and uh-oh. Mamadou, no! Oh, Mamadou escapes for the time being, but right now, those skirmishers are being disrupted.
Barely. Oh.
Mamadou, no!
Oh, no! Oh, that's funny. And the spear is still alive, by the way. Important to state.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Sorakuma getting a wheelbarrow. Not too sure
Not even when he
about
was
that.
housed, he's just getting wheelbarrow.
Not too sure about that. He only has 5 farms that are next to a TC. I would rather, for the lumberjacks, to be honest, I would rather have a lumber camp on the other side, even though I'm not sure he can build a lumber camp on the other side.
You cannot. You can't build in the central area.
Okay.
You'll have to go to another wood pile for that.
I mean, still, to get wheelbarrow maybe for those villagers to be more efficient, it will pay off eventually, but it's a big investment that early on, I feel like.
It is, and you can just see the difference between these players. Classic Pro is just farming away here. I mean, it's not like Sora has no farms, but he's been much more active on the map, getting the extra food sources, and right now, Classic Pro gonna come in here for a counterattack and start to harass those villagers. I don't think that one spearman in the barracks is gonna do a whole lot at this point.
But reverse Uno for Sora. Doing the exact same thing in Classic Pro's base, but Classic Pro has a tower defensively between those 2 wood lines. Obviously, the villagers can still be harassed, and a couple of farms as well.
And here's just where that second range is so critical. 23 to 13 army, just having that second bit of production is so essential right now.
Absolutely.
And you can see that Classic Pro's army is eventually going to get cleaned up just if you send all the reinforcements back home. This blob of spearmen, I'm not really too sure about. You need to get some scouts going, but your food income is being harassed. I mean, you can't even afford 1 scout right now. Okay, there we go. Oh, man, this is just not at all what Classic Pro wants.
He's struggling a bit. And he's surrounded everywhere of Byzantine cheap skirms. Even that, I don't know about this. There's no more stone for a second tower. In the meantime, Sorakuma defends pretty nicely. Ikokid is still 0-0, but no one expects something else in a skirm fight in Feudal Age.
Let me tell you something about the early 2000s meta game.
Oh, she's dead. Let's go.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
And look at that spearman that I was judging coming in handy for that scout.
Oh yeah, 18 damage dealt by that spearman.
Let's go.
Guess gotta believe. Meanwhile, on the flip side, resources collected are still better for our yellow player because it turns out double bit axe is a good upgrade. And yet the eco efficiency is certainly not something that is going to feel really great for our SalzZ player. He's going to add in some more farms there at the back, and the army numbers are getting a little bit closer. Classic Pro is ultimately taking some fairly efficient fights, but now +1 defense going to come in as well. It does help versus the scouts at the very least.
Yeah.
And the spearmen are here to support.
But you see, that's the thing. So in Classic Pro's position, he has so many more farms right now, and he's Vietnamese, so he could use to have wheelbarrow, but he can't afford it since he's producing double food units at this point. Well, maybe now he has 19 farms. He could start thinking about that. Good micro.
There at the Ornlu School of Micro did lose a scout there for free, and now that's a low HP Vill by the farm.
Oh no, the skirm stopped attacking for a split second, and I think he moved them.
Yeah, looks like it. And it's just having that efficiency from the very outset of the game is so important for Byzantines, just getting that second range down and just head on, apply directly to the forehead.
Yeah.
More skirms, more I say.
There it is. The second for Classic Pro as well, yeah.
That second range feels so too little too late.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost feels like a desperate move at this point. But, let's see. Eco, I'm talking about food eco is still better for Classic Pro, but he's also producing much more, while Sorakuma is just microing the units he has on the field already. And look at Sorakuma's resources. He's getting very, very close to click up to the next stage. Yeah.
Yeah,
there it is.
That could be getting really rough at this point. Food collected is actually still a little bit ahead for Sora, who, again, despite having fewer farms, has been spending fewer resources on military, and he's been going out of the map and taking all of that extra hunt.
Absolutely. I really like the starts with mule carts. Well, the stars that have mule carts.
It
I
just
feel
makes
like
things a bit more consistent for the
yeah,
players.
yeah, yeah.
The maps
However, the fact
are
that you can
actually
get
less crazy than they may look at
yeah,
first.
well, I think once you get like 1 or 2 games on them, like it's quite easy to remember. Like I don't think it's the end of the world out of ordinary.
Yeah, exactly.
Table going
Well,
up for Sarakuma. Oh, it's 1 minute
that
away
is
from
going to
Castle
be,
Age.
yeah, just
Yep.
a few knights, maybe a camel, depending on what you feel like you need. Should be enough to close the book here on game number 1. Getting +1 defense is going to be especially important if you're going for those camels.
For sure.
And, I mean, yellow is just absolutely stuck in feudal age.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing when you're tripling down on the food production, right? Obviously, his food eco is, like I said, better, but better. Those don't have horse color either, so they're about to start expiring soon.
Yeah, that's a little bit painful. Bodkin comes in immediately. It will be camels produced for our Byzantines player, just getting all the discounted units.
Yeah. Well, camels kind of counter everything that Classic Pro has on the field right now. It's not like they take so much damage from the scrims, and like they absolutely eat the scouts alive. So yeah.
And this game, Classic Pro has gathered 0 gold. He's only just now
Yeah,
going
yeah.
over to gold for the first time. I mean, he's grabbing Wheelbarrow, I suppose. Now, it is a good fight here, cleaning up those skirmishers, but now the Castle Age units are going to start to roll, and finally double bit axes in for blue. And this is going to be so difficult to counter.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Circle wanted to get Bowsaw and realized that, oh, damn, I don't have double bit?
It's been known to happen in the past with players. Camels coming in. I mean, they still take 2 damage a hit from the skirmishers, but the minimum range obviously screws things up as well, and you can just mass produce those camels so effectively.
Yeah.
Byzantines actually invented the assembly line. It was just for camels and skirmishers and spearmen.
I would like to see 1 or 2 knights being mixed in, because I feel like they would do better diving under that tower, for instance, even with only +1 armor. You have more pierce than the camels.
I think that you can justify it. I think the other idea is that the camels, they are training a little bit quicker and they move faster. So when it comes to just like we're just throwing everything at our opponent all at once, getting the cheaper, quicker unit might just be the idea what Sora's going for, and it's clearly working out for him. I think he could win the game doing either.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, especially when a siege workshop and a monastery are being built a couple of tiles away from that, you see. It's
Oh man, the Mangonels are going to start their first course of town center.
Yep. They will sure. Sorry. Oh, there's a knight mixed in.
And now we're actually going to be switching over completely into the knights. So, well, doesn't matter really what you're picking. 13, 14 villagers dead and counting here for Classic Pro.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, I don't think he's won a single 1v1 game so far. Between like the last qualifier set and this second round of the tournament. He's not been having a great time with things.
Well, that's for sure. But we did see a bunch of sets where one team got the point for the 1v1s, like lost the best of 3. And then they completely lost all the other team games.
Yeah, we have seen that before.
For sure, for sure.
Lost to Alive, Amalius, and now Sora. That is definitely a little bit painful. GG is called. And tag Taiwan AoE gamers. Take game number 1, 10% more efficient eco, better KD, and just able to outproduce the Vietnamese player as Byzantines.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Oh, damn. So 47 scrims to 45. We can agree that most of those units were created in feudal age. And then
Yep.
see Sorakuma starting to continuing the production for those skirms in Castle Age. And I remember that at the end of Feudal Age, there were 2 eco kills. That's surreal to me, to have a 90 army on the field, but 2 units are dying.
The life of a skirmisher.
The life of a skirmisher. The life of the poor viewers stuck watching that skirmisher. It seems that everyone kind of wants to shift that meta nowadays towards the skirms.
Yeah, they are the sort of the in vogue unit these days, and now people are saying, "Oh, we need to nerf feudal age skirmishers," which is kind of weird because they haven't
Mhm.
been changed in like 2 decades. So I don't know.
Yep, that's true. So Sal's lost the first map. Okay.
They did. So, and that was the Byzantines winning over the Vietnamese. So, low pick there for Tag and low pick for SalzZ, which is definitely the trend we've been seeing in the 1v1s.
Next map. Okay. What's the next map? I don't know what's the next map. How can I predict
It's
it?
either Andalusia, it's probably Andalusia, or Arctic Circle.
Well, I think on Arctic Circle we might see Malians. Do they have Japanese or a Japanese? Oh, maybe Japanese Malay. Ooh,
Well,
Taiwan.
Japanese have been very successful on that map, so I certainly would not be opposed to seeing whoever has Japanese just to
Yeah.
go for it.
I think Taiwan might go for Malay on that map then. I think Malay can be, or maybe even Romans.
We have seen Romans from ACCM.
Mhm. Malay or Romans, I think. And if it's Andalusia, I don't know if they're gonna keep Andalusia in the 1v1.
I mean, it is SalzZ's home map, so
Yeah.
in theory, they would want to play it.
Mhm.
And Whitey is going to be here on Andalusia.
Okay, then I think they're gonna play Georgia. No, Georgians are too good for other maps, I think.
Yeah, you have to be very judicious as to where you
Yeah.
pick Georgians. Burgundians, of course, can be a really
Mm-hmm.
solid option. Yeah, I think just Burgundians would probably be your best bet. Portuguese,
Burgundians
again, you don't
lit.
want to. Yeah, Lithuanians, I guess, are a little bit down the draft, but oh, Turks. Turks are
Oh,
near the
Turks.
bottom.
Oh, true. What if it's gonna be something like Turks, Gurjaras? Gurjaras could absolutely. They are a low pick, and if you're thinking that your opponent will go Turks, Gurjaras just simply counter them with Shrivamshas. Well, counter the strats with Fast Temp, HC, BBC, Janissary, BBC, something.
It's interesting, right? Because your eco is also going to be a little bit better jump started with the trade workshops giving you a bit of extra food, and
Mm-hmm.
then maybe you can go to the middle when you have more map control, and that can sort of help boost your eco in a way that you're not able to do on, say, your basic 1v1 arena
Yeah.
closed map. So I think that would be a really interesting choice, and then could allow you to save Burgundians later on. Although we do see a lot of Gujaras on Lensois Maranhenses,
Yeah. True.
so that might be what they want to go for. And it
Yeah.
looks like maybe just our basic instincts are correct on this one, as it will be wide versus cloud on Andalusia once the spec delay is over.
I can see that on Spec Dashboard. For some reason, it's true. Yeah. Yeah. Primer instinct.
Don't worry, it's not like this
I
third-party
see. I
spec
see.
dashboard is the linchpin that's holding all of AoE to esports together.
True. Oh my god, I don't know. Um, I don't know how people cast it before Wii Sports.
For Wii Sports?
Before Wii Sports, I was reading something before Dashboard. I meant.
Oh, well, I mean, back on Voobly, the lobby system was just a lot better, so that wasn't really an issue. And then in early days of DE, I mean, there were other websites, they just weren't as good as the dashboard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Captain's Mode was a big one. That was added a long time ago. Gone are the days of having to open up a notepad document for the the Civs.
Daniela Ochad underscore HF.
Oh boy. Okay, so Burgundian text. We're gonna just see pure gunpowder.
It's a possibility, although I think just Burgundians versus Turks, like the map isn't arena. The fact that you start with that castle makes getting to the Coustier much easier.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay, now first I was worried that there was a drop, but no,
Yeah,
we're good.
White was
We're
not
good.
moving.
Yeah.
Okay, so any predictions of on the duration of this match? More than 7 minutes?
Well, let's see. Is anyone going to lose their king in early feudal age?
I don't know if you remember. Who did GL play that did the same slinging strat or whatever? And I don't remember who GL played last time, but Tato had his king randomly in the middle of the map. I assumed it was just a waypoint issue because he was creating Custiliers.
Yep.
And the opponents had like a massive Cloud and White.
It's just a Dark Age Scout. It's slower than the king, so the king should be able to run away.
The king is not running away. That's the thing. Oh no.
The king should run away. It's exactly 10% faster than the scout.
It's not running away. Okay, now he is. It's just baiting. Rude.
That's a true working people's king. He's not afraid to go out on the map and do the dirty work, even though he can't fight back. Oh, he's chasing down the scout!
Come here, boy. Come here. Find me. Oh god. But yeah, like Tato had the king out in the open, insanely close to the opponent's army, and well, obviously it's easier to sing capture, but the opponent just decided to go back. That was that was pulling the hair out of my head.
Yeah, that is a rough one. Looks like for the first time, it seems, on the 1v1 version of this map that both teams' players have 2 of the trade workshops, so no one's getting an absolutely ridiculous advantage early on. Also, looks like there's a pause. We have other resources. Oh, they screwed it up.
Oh.
Yeah, they did.
What happened?
It needs to be set to regicide.
So if they lose their king, it's GG, basically.
Well, it's about the starting resources. I mean,
they need to start with less stone as well, right?
Yeah, in regicide settings, you start with 500 wood, 500 food, 0 gold, and 150 stone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It had been lost to both. Oh, man.
Yes.
25% prize pool production.
Whoa.
They call me Captain Unreasonable.
Oh, I've seen. I think you're doing quite a decent job with this tournament.
Why, thank you.
I don't, like I said, I was not around for the first edition. I don't know what the format was, but I do agree. I found it a bit weird in the beginning to have the 1v1s and the 3v3, just because, like, well, to find it weird in the sense that it was something new. It was something that we had to adapt to, but I think I adapted to it pretty quick, and I quite enjoy the format. Like yesterday, we've had some insane 1v1s in the Wii Sports versus Fox set, for instance.
Yeah,
pretty
and
good.
I actually wasn't the host of the first World Desert Championship. I was
Mm-hmm.
just a map contest judge.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just adopted this tournament, but I do like the 1v1s. I think that it means we get to see the maps play out in both 1v1s and team games, and it's just different ways you can sort of test the players' skill sets. You know, how can you deal with the maps in just a 1v1 setting? How can you deal with it in a team game setting?
No, but I absolutely agree. Like now, I kind of grew fond of them, and I enjoy watching the 1v1s. And I think you're right. It's funny to see how different a map is being played out during a 1v1 or a 3v3, and how the strategy is adapted. And
Yeah, I would say then with certainty that it's actually not a waste of players.
I agree. I agree.
All right. Little more than a minute, guys. Hopefully, we have all created with the correct settings here.
Victory standard. No? Oh, game mode registered. Okay, okay, never mind.
If the game mode's registered, then the victory has
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
standard.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, as far as players go in this one, Cloud. I mean, Cloud is older than Doubt. Cloud has been around forever, but I
Really?
mean,
Cloud is older than Doubt?
oh yeah, no, Cloud's an old man. Yeah, no, he's been around since the beginning.
I didn't think anyone is older than Doubt.
Well, how is it
I'm
possible
sorry.
to be
I'm
older
sorry.
than time?
This sounds weird. But... Pog, doggo. Okay, they started. What is Onlu doing under the desk? Onlu, I see you.
All right, now that I'm done breaking everything, looks
Okay.
like we're getting back into the game.
Okay. You okay?
You know what? It's one of those days right now.
It's Friday the 13th.
Oh, it is. Oh, we're all doomed.
We're
All right.
doomsday.
So,
Okay,
uh,
sorry.
we are back here, guys. They have the proper resources. Now, for those who don't know, the reason that we started playing Regicide Fortress instead of just regular Fortress, as this map is based off of Fortress,
Hmm.
is just to speed up the start. Because you start with the walls and the castle and all that, so it would be a very slow map in just regular settings. So it's less important to, have the king aspect on the Regicide Fortress and more the fact that you start with more resources and more villagers.
Yep. Nice. Thanks for the explanation. I definitely didn't know that. Oh, we see White going to get a second workshop like we've seen before. White still has what? Greedy boy? He has 3 of them now. And Cloud is just gonna punish that and gonna steal 2 sheep.
Well, I mean, each trade workshop is like an extra villager on food, so...
Yeah. Oh, damn. White is overplaying Cloud right now. Oh, well, Cloud is gonna get this one. We're good.
I'm sure he'll be on cloud 9 in a moment with those extra sheep.
All right.
There's still time to bail on the cast, don't worry.
No, no, I kind of like these jokes. Good, all good. I was casting with Neely for NAC qualifiers, and we were supposed to cast running set, and I asked him before, said like cap on the running puns, and he said none. He said none. I was like, oh boy. But then running or someone got sick and that set got postponed and we casted something else. I was so upset.
Oh, tragic.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so the monument is on the other side. We see Cloud going up to the next stage. Do you think this is going up for double bait and horse collar and then a couple more farms in feudal age into a fast imp?
I don't know. That's not normally how you do fast imps.
That's what I'm saying. But I did see a couple of players going for like a mini boom in feudal age and then
I found him.
not going just castle, but having imp resources immediately after.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd think that the extra, food you get from these trade workshops would be giving you that extra little bit of resources that you wouldn't need, I guess, to do a mini boom in feudal age, just so you can get to, I guess, castle age that much faster. And indeed, it looks like with that extra bit of food income, I don't think our tag player should have any issues getting up to castle age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right. We see a stable blacksmith, so we want to take some map control with some light cap here.
Yeah, I mean, Turks, they don't need to just go for the Janissaries and fast home stuff. You just play a very standard game with light cav for free. Just take that map control, maybe just use a petard to knock yourself into the middle, get the relics, get the monument.
Well, of course, and like Turks are amazing for that exact particular reason. But I'm sorry, Orlo, like my mind is just filled with Turk pickers on arena who just go for the same strat. So whenever I see Turks, I'm already terrified.
Yeah, it's those force pickers are no fun. But I played plenty of games against T West, so he does nonsense like that all the time.
Okay, where are those two sheep? Wait, can you message Cloud about those two sheep?
Did he bring the sheep back home?
Where are the sheep? Ah, can see them.
Nope. And right now, 3 of the trade workshops are in possession of Cloud.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, there they are. I'm sure he'll be fine. He's still taking his deer.
The fact that you can push deer with the king. Look at the white.
Yeah.
That's so silly.
Hey, the king. They need to work for a living. They have to rule, and they have to just push some truculent deer over to the town center.
Well, how did it go for Robert Baratheon when he went
I was
hunting?
really thinking the same thing. That was a pig. It wasn't a deer.
Right. Okay. It was a massive boar.
Exactly. So don't try and lure a boar with a king. Oh, all right. We got Janny's on the way. We got Lycav on the way here for Cloud. And he'll be able to take some map control with this. Meanwhile, not even quite to Castle Age yet is Wide, and already, although Wide is ahead in terms of resources, he's got nice eco upgrades. I like the build a lot here from Cloud.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's for sure. Burgundians kicking in here. No heavy plow, but there's only 2 farms anyway. So not something that he needs to be concerned about. And also, heavy plow is kind of greedy. Heavy plow is something that you see Vivi doing when he wants to have the ultimate boom into a unique unit.
Yeah, not having heavy plow at this point is acceptable. We got Coustier on the way. You got Light Cav as a follow-up, and indeed it will be for the Petard. I believe it's 29 HP that's going to be left over once the Petard hits. And then you'll be able to go ahead and grab that monument and further bolster your income. Because if you're playing Turks versus Burgundians and the Turk player doesn't have an economic deficit, then you're just going to be doing so well for yourself getting into late game with, heavy camels, cav archers, and better gunpowder.
That's true. Cloud is in, and do we have a monastery or?
I found him.
No, not yet. Okay, well, still controlling the middle is still good. Controlling 2 of the workshop as well.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they were controlling the workshops further away, but looks like Wide is going to be one to the southeast.
Yeah, they were basically just chasing each other on the map.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, the trade workshops are going back and forth, but we got a big army here in the middle. We have the Coustier. They'll be able to charge down the Janissary, but the camels are here too. Having that stable is just really helpful, and yet Coustier with some decent micro here from Wide, able to save one of them.
That's the
Well.
thing, that stable gives the Turks so much advantage in this situation because they have the camo with bonus damage against the unique white is gonna go into. They can grab bloodlines at some point if they want to, husbandry, whatever. While okay, I like the light calf, but I like the light calf if they're paired with monks. Like I like it for map control in the beginning. But yeah, that monk needs to be out in the field healing your couturiers and converting the camels, I feel like.
Got to pick up those relics as Burgundians as well. You do get
Yeah.
that extra food income and just get all the free sources of food income. But right now, I mean, Cloud is just chilling. He only has 8 bills on food, but that is enough because he has 3 of the trade workshops and the monument here. You're just cruising. You can sustain your food unit production and your villagers as you're getting essentially around 4 to 5 extra bills on food.
Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure.
Oh. Camels are going to defend that little choke point.
Oh, they sure will. But the monk is here. And conversion on camel would be huge right now.
The Janissary is just going to die immediately. Even going to get a decent hit on the monk before it ultimately dies.
Oh, or not. Or not. He's gonna be healed. Trust the process.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Camel Janny combo is going to be doing pretty well for itself so far. The Light Cav are also being active from Cloud. I mean, this is a very prepared Cloud.
Absolutely. And look, he's controlling all the trade workshops.
Yeah,
Trade workshop.
wow. That said, that was a great fight here for Wide.
Yeah. See,
There's
monks.
a Vil
OP.
here. Oh, we can wall off the the Gaia walls. Oh, nicely done there from Wide. Takes an important fight. He's still only on 1 TC, but he's got the monument at the very least.
Oh, wow. Well, he's gonna get those relics as Burgundians, just like you said. Took control back
Not
of a
sure
trade
why
workshop.
why did he delete the walls? I guess he wants to bring the relics all the way home.
Yeah. Probably. Maybe he thinks it's safer that way. Continues to produce monks. I would like him to still send a couturier or something to take control of over that siege workshop on the east of his initial base. At least one of those. He's about to lose the one in the west as well.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud is just being so active here. Still got more Jannies on the way, but those are 13 Coustier, and they are just such a snowbally unit that, you know, because you took the one good fight earlier, you start to heal up your Coustier, and suddenly it's going to be really hard to continue to take even halfway decent fights.
Difference in resources collected is superior for Turks at this point, and that I feel like that comes strictly from the trade workshops.
Yeah, I mean, it's
now he has a
second
TC,
TC, but he was able to add the second TC because he got the trade workshops.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. If you're Burgundians, and like you said, you don't have an advantage in eco versus a Civ that kind of doesn't have eco bonuses. I mean, they have the gold one, but okay, it's not
that big.
It's not that big, yeah. That's what she said. Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
Tragic. T-ragic. Oh, well, we got Janissaries here back in the middle of the map. They're going to be starting to attack the English outpost.
Oh no,
Man,
the English are
William
attacking
also
our
would have had
castles.
such an easier time if he just had a legion of Janissaries.
Right? Oh. Noob. Yeah, I don't know about... Well... Okay, I guess he's paying attention, but I'm concerned long-term about White having that king in the castle and making unique units.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of true for both players, but it's always something you need to be careful about. That's why normally in regular Regicide Fortress, you put your king in the tower, because you're not really going to be using the tower that much. But you don't really start with towers on this map, so you got to make it work.
Ooh, White doesn't have a waypoint for the second TC. He's building the third one, by the way. Cloud finally, well, I don't know when he got it, but he finally has Bowsaw. He was missing it for the longest. Oh no, loses a monk though.
Not ideal, but this petard is just hanging around in the base of Cloud. He does need to make his way to the middle of the map so he can bust through. Also, does that walls graphic turning into the Western European architecture when it's damaged? I never noticed that. I think that's exactly what happens. Oh, that's pretty funny. So right now you have Acoustia. Oh, is there gonna be a big old Burgundian sandwich?
Ah, is it? Oh no, Cloud, this pains. Oh yeah, it is. Are you ahead?
Oh man.
I think you were ahead a bit. For some reason, I think at the pause I fell behind 5 seconds.
Oh, sorry. Well, I think you should be good now. Just fast forward until you hit real time. But yeah, got ourselves the good old Burgundian sandwich here, and that was a fantastic fight for wide. Also important because Cloud is on his way to Imperial Age. A minute 20 off. Our SalzZ player still a little ways from clicking up. And on the one hand, it feels like Cloud is playing a lot better strategically, but the execution for wide has been very good, and that is worth a whole heck of a lot in AoE 2.
That's true. That's true. But heavy camel could be an issue here. And Cloud is on his way to Imp.
Yep. Cloud with his
I don't know.
sky-high plans of heavy camels.
Well, they're gonna do the work against the... Oh, he was missing husbandry. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I mean, it is a food upgrade, and you've been spending a lot of food in the mid-game.
Yeah.
So it is going to be going fine. And here we are. Actually, Petard's... Okay, Petard's just hanging around a little bit. Conscription is the first upgrade coming in for Cloud. Heavy Camel isn't going to be that expensive, so he'll be able to pick that up in just a moment. There we go. Going to be getting that 18 bonus damage versus Cav units. Really strong, and just now, Wide is on his way up as relic number 4 comes in for him.
Did you ever sit back and think how is the petard carrying those two... How are they called? Barrels? Barrels, I guess.
Yep, he's one on the shoulder, one under the arm.
Alright. Sounds good, bro. Heavy camel in the queue. Now, will 16 couturiers be enough? Or, well, there are a couple more in the production. Couple of monks. I feel like devotion will pay off here. I feel like Cloud donated a lot of camels to Wide so far.
Why are you taking that fight right before Heavy Camel comes in,
I don't know.
Oh my goodness, it turns out Heavy Camels are a lot better than regular camels.
It does indeed.
Like the fact that Cloud still wins this fight barely
It's
just is a
crazy.
testament to how insane Heavy Camels are, because that was not great unit control.
Oh, for sure. And I think he threw the petard in that fight as well, so now he's gonna have to wait a bit to take the monument. But in the meantime, Wide is up to the next stage as well. And look at that Burgundian army led by a heavy camel rider. All right.
As is tradition in the Burgundian military of the 15th century.
Of course.
Well, also, the macro has been really nice for Wide. A minute 17 idle time versus 5:21. And, I mean, Red's going to be hitting Imp in just a moment. He's going to have a good amount of resources. And our SalzZ player, despite not having the monument for a very long time, is now getting himself pretty well set up as Cloud's trying to come in here with castle number 2.
Well, trying being the key word, right? I mean, there's 3 heavy camels in the... yeah, exactly. I deleted it. Maybe somewhere up north, next to that stone. That's a good hill. I don't know. He could have a couple of traps on that hill. Or bomber cannons and attack the walls. And oh no, he's still going for this one. All right.
Well, I don't think Red sees it. He does not. Block printing coming in on the monks as well, healing up all of those injured cavalry units. Great control here from wide. And market's finally coming in because you can use the trade workshop as a market.
Yeah.
Actually, why is he making the market? I guess in case he loses control of the trade workshops, but he has actually all 4 of them right now. And, ooh, okay, look at this. The army is being pulled back here for wide to go take back the trade workshop, and it looks like Cyan's going to try and take the opportunity to get back here in the middle of the map.
Okay, but to send all of your army to fight a camel seems like a bit of a overreaction.
Hey, it's a scary camel.
It is a very scary camel, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Like, even the monks are coming back, like everyone's coming back.
Well, researching Loom does make your villagers harder to be killed. It's a good upgrade.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, look at the last armor coming in as well, and elite on the unique unit. Okay, that's a lot of scary monks, and I don't think Dag has devotion. No, he still doesn't. After so many conversions.
I don't think he even has a monastery, so that would certainly not be great. Also, the blacksmith upgrades being a huge difference. We have +2 and +4 in for wide. We have nothing in for cloud.
Nada.
Oh, and now those monks are in such a good position right there. 3 camels getting converted. 33 army to 18, and this is just wide. Showing excellent macro, good unit control. And that sometimes is all you need to win a game of AoE 2. Going to be a fight happening right here. Those are a lot of converted units, and the Coustier at least do a lot of damage up front. Heavy camels are still good units, though, and this is still a bit of an awkward fight all around.
Does White have... yeah, he does have block printing. I missed when he got it.
He got it shortly after him.
Okay, makes sense. But, oh, I don't know about this fight. I think White is just caught here.
Oh, the monks are on the other side of the wall, but all the cavalry units are down. Having those converted heavy camels is pretty darn huge.
And
Castle over there to the west for both players as well. Monks are starting to die, though, and this game is pretty messy. The populations are almost dead even.
Have been for a while. Another castle is going up defensively 4 wide. I can understand that since he is making the unique unit. Yeah, monument is for now in wides, but yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be able to keep that. Like, he simply seems to not have enough units there. And some of the reinforcements are picked up by that castle in the west that you were talking about as well.
Yeah, now we got a Treb out here for our tag player. I mean, the trade workshops are basically just going back and forth constantly as each player is trying to secure it. I mean, yes, now Wide is ahead in resources collected. That is good and important for him. I still think that Janissary Camel is better than anything that you're going to be doing at this point as Wide. So, I mean, the Halbs are going to be nice, for sure. But if he's going to win, it's just going to be with superior numbers, not with army quality.
That's for sure. That's for sure. We have a Treb war. Well, a Treb war. Wide's Treb is not attacking in the west. I think
it's a one-sided war.
Focus, yeah, a bit in the middle. But in the middle, there's a lot of army from Wide, and there's 2 Trebs. I think he's going to take advantage, and he's going to siege down that castle. While most of Cloud's army is there in the west, but I don't know how much damage it's gonna be able to do under that castle, especially without upgrades, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and heavy camels are gonna reclaim the north. Still, the Janissaries don't want to sit under castle fire.
That's for sure. No stone left for Cloud, and not too much gold to... well, kind of the same for White as well.
Well, the map still has 15,000 gold, so it's not going to be an issue just yet. I guess later on, the fact that Wide has all the relics is going to be really important, as well as, I guess, the monument right now. And I mean, it's just 60 army to 23. The populations were close for a while, but just having that superior eco, having the monument, it is just really ballooning things in favor of our Burgundians player. As, I mean, Cloud is just going to struggle to mass up anything close to a decent army, and his upgrades are still really lacking.
That's true. That's true. 61 military on the field for Wide and 28 for Cloud. I think we're gonna go into a decider game.
I would say that is relatively likely, but Cloud is still hanging in there, and what he can do is he can try and rotate around to the high ground on the edge of the map and sort of push right into the heart of Wide's eco. That really feels like his best chance, because if you're taking a fight here in the middle of the map with all the Halbs, with all the Elite Bustier, you're
Yeah.
probably going to be having a really bad time of things.
Lots of raids left and right. I see Cloud absolutely feasting on all of those villagers that were gathering berries, but a couple of Couturiers in Cloud's eco as well, doing the job. I don't even think Cloud noticed them.
It's a bit rough, and now the Bustier can just charge right in. They are very good at sniping siege units, and that is exactly what they are doing. The Trebs are here in the middle. It is 32 army to 55. Value also heavily in favor of Wide, and he was able to sort of take the initiative and pounce on his opponent's base before Cloud could do anything. And it looks like indeed we will be going to the Deciders game in the first set as GG is called. And we got ourselves a series on our hands already.
That was exactly the type of game the type of fight, sorry, that you said it would be awful to take, and that's exactly what he did. Oh boy.
I've been doing this a long
Fine.
time. I know at least a little bit about how AoE
Well,
fights are gonna go.
it made sense. That's why I was agreeing with you that he shouldn't have taken that fight. But well, the inevitable happened.
Yeah, that was a good game, though. Very
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth, and it was just Wide's macro, his ability to make it to Imperial Age, I mean, almost 4 minutes later, and develop a better army. I mean, he did a great job.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. And wow, okay. What do you do? Because I saw you yesterday. I saw you putting a 0.5.
Yes.
What do you do now? You put 0.5 to both, and then you
Yep.
delete. Oh, okay.
And then I delete the...
Okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, I like the 1v1 subset, but there just isn't a great way to graphically represent it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Turks
That's
losing. Now, that is a pretty high pick from SalzZ with
Yeah.
their 7th pick, and we were just 2 of the last picks here for Tag, but still, a win's a win's a win, and it will mean we are going to Arctic Circle.
Ooh, I love Arctic Circle. It's probably my favorite map. Well, I don't know. One of the top 3 for sure.
You like the Naruto running penguins, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
I know I do.
I do like them. But I always love to see Japanese. Japanese is top 3 my favorite civs, for sure.
Yeah.
So always excited when I see Japanese.
And now you can bring out the big guns with Winchester. We'll be playing Z40.
Oof, okay. That's gonna be pretty good. Feel like Winchester is the heavy favorite there. But let's see.
I would normally agree, but Z40 did beat ACCM last time. On
That's
this
true.
map.
Let's
So let's see. Although Vinch beat someone else on this map, beat Max on this map in the first set. So both these players have already secured wins on the 1v1 portion of this map.
That's true. 1 minute until the game starts. Oh, they didn't go for Malay. I was only 50% right in terms of Civ matchup.
No Malay causing dismay. I'm going to get my coffee real quick, and we'll be getting into this in just 45-ish seconds.
Okay. Bring me one. No? Okay. He left. That's the thing. Like, in my head, Malay would have made more sense. Sorry. As Taiwan picked Malay as the last pick. So it's pretty down there. Well, actually, Italians are in the last 5 picks as well. But still. I mean, I don't know. Italians, like, if I'm thinking of maps like migration, because Japanese are my favorite civs on migration. Italians are one of the few civs that can contest them, right? With the I don't know, can get a very good advantage with their cheaper uptimes and then very cheap dock technologies. So I don't know. Game started, by the way. I don't know if one was back. He's not back. How the hell were Malay's anyone's last pick? I don't know. I was surprised to see Malay last pick. That's why I was like, okay, look at those. Have Malay last pick and
All right.
all right, we're back.
We are indeed. We are on Arctic Circle here for game number 3. Just a pretty good standard hybrid map. We'll have Z40 in the green as the Italians to the northeast, and Vinch in the purple as the Japanese to the southwest.
Oh my god, don't do that. Don't do that because you will not hear a word from me anymore. I will just yawn for 30 minutes. I'm awful at that. Like, it's so goddamn contagious.
Why do you think I had to get the coffee?
Okay. Oh, Winchester in the purple and green. Oh my god, these colors.
Toxic colors for toxic players.
Yeah, at least it's not gray and orange. We had it.
I honestly don't really have a problem unless it's blue and purple or red and purple.
Yeah, those get. Oh, yesterday, also in the Wii Sports versus Fox set, I think MBL was blue and he was playing Malay on Pug and he landed with a couple of barracks in the back of Margugu's base, and Margugu was purple, but I didn't notice those were other colors. Like, I just briefly went, with my point of view over those, and I was like, oh yeah, why is Margugu making barracks in the back of his base? Makes no sense.
Oops. Well, this game is just going to be pretty straightforward, most likely. Italians and Japanese, two of the very best hybrid civs. I'm liking the back dock play a lot, especially with Japanese on this map. It feels like you can just go for such a nice fish boom. It can propel your food eco. And if you're Japanese and you have a good eco, you have just such a broad tech tree, the amazing cav archers, it's going to probably work out pretty well for you.
That's
Also,
for sure.
Danny, what is that emote from Cultivated Meat?
That's one of Chupta's creation that I'm not. I didn't agree with it at first, and I was like, you know what? I'll put it for tier 2. So at that point, no one was subscribed there at tier 2, and I was like, no one is gonna use it. But then people subscribe at tier 2 for that emote. So I was like, okay, you know what? Easy money. So let it be.
All right. Well, you can pay for my therapy then with all that tier 2 money.
Oh, God. It's cursed. It's cursed. I 100% agree with that. If everyone in the chat doesn't know what we're talking about this. So now your chat needs therapy as well. You're welcome.
Oh, it's all over. Okay, it looks much less bad when it's in
When it's
regular
small.
emote size.
Yeah. Oh god.
Well, we have fishing ships here at the back for both players. Gonna start to develop that fish boom. Of course, both of these civs have top tier fish booms.
That's for sure. What are you for here? Dock at the back of your base or in the front? Because in the front, it seems like there are places where you can have better dock positions with more deep fish around, I feel like. Or maybe not.
It's pretty close, but I think I especially like the back dock as Japanese, just because you just cruise with your fish boom. You are just chilling. And really, it just can propel you so far ahead economically. That said, Italians have like the second or third best fish boom, and with those cheaper fishing ships, you can get a lot of them out, and there are enough fish on this map that is perfectly worth justifying a lot of fishing ships.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure. Look at Winchester already getting loom, and I feel like Japanese are simply so good on hybrid maps. and I have so many arguments for this. Like they have those tanky fishing ships, right? They have a great water presence, and then the transition to land units, it's so smooth because like you're saving so many resources. Is it for your scout, bro? Okay. It's okay.
Run at a tangent to the
Yeah.
TC. You're all
Yeah.
good. It's DE. The arrows aren't gonna hit you.
Yeah. 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 He took some hits though. He took a hit.
Well, that's because he was running perpendicular to
Yeah,
the TC, which is the opposite of what you want to do.
Yeah, that straggler in the house didn't go as he was planning to. Look at the villager putting down the barracks, and this is what I was talking about. You have access to man-at-arms, which are, in my opinion, probably the best in the game. Then you can have a smooth transition to archery range. You can make skirms, you can make archers, you can make whatever you want. Because those fishing ships are efficient, and you're gonna have resources.
All right, mass Japanese camels. Daniela said it was so. Make whatever you want.
Okay. Well, they have a very good monk tech tree. They can mass as many camels they want.
Oh, there you go.
Condition is to play against the camel civ.
Oh, curse those silly conditions. But we have a fire galley now on the way here for Vinchester. Resources collected are basically dead even. But Vinch is getting himself walled up so nice and secured. Z40 a little bit slower in actually doing that. No, the penguins!
Pangoose! Oh my god, all of them. All of them.
Hey, if it ain't black and white, peck, scratch, and bite. That's the motto of the penguin.
A bit sloppy start, I would say, for Winchester. He lost his scout. He lost a villager. He's fighting penguins. And yeah, he doesn't have... Well, he has a lot of spears. I feel like those spears are tiny bit of an overreaction. I mean, he did see the stable. So making one or two justifies it. But he already has 4 and another one in the queue.
Yeah, that's a little bit painful. I mean, did lose a scout to the fire ships, which isn't ideal, but I mean, I guess at the very least, I love that Z40 is just continuing to add in fishing ships of his own. The fire galley is still at home defensively, and Z40 knows that. So he can still very easily add in more fishing ships. There's a demo raft on the way, and our Taiwanese player is going to be pulling a little bit ahead economically, despite the extra idle time.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, it's just so smooth with Italians as well. Like that discount on the fishing ships allows him to do all of that. He's gonna have discounted technologies later on as well, which is great. Like Italians have one of the best water presence there is. Oh, I hate that wall so much.
Which one?
The one next to the house, next to Winchester's TC. That one tile that allows the scout to surround that palisade and hit it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Sometimes life be like that, and you have to get not the perfect walls. And the one Vil is gonna go down. Not quite. Oh, that is a forest of spears. No!
Well, now we know. Now we know why he made so many spears. No.
Tragic. That was an awful fight for Z40. Does have a villager kill overall, but... Well, both players are on the 8 fishing ships. Vinch is easily going to be adding in more of his own.
Save the one at 1 HP. Alright. Market going up. He even has wheelbarrow. Winchester's eco. It's very good. Z40 is still ahead in resources collected. I guess that's the difference in fishing ships.
Oh, we have our Predator missile here with the Scout Cavalry. Nah, not going to be blowing up, though. Good awareness there from Z40.
I agree with that. Like, I don't think it should to begin with, because it's not even gonna kill one single scout.
It's not at all worth it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, especially with the spear just hanging in there.
Meanwhile, we have the archery range follow-up for Vinchester, and of course, Japanese with my favorite bonus in the game, the Cav archers with extra damage versus archers. It's just such a good unit in so many situations. C40, for the love of doubt, you need the building!
Oh my god. I was staring at the resources and I was like, why is he not going up? I mean, he has the stable. Yes, but he does need a second one as well. A second building, not a second stable.
Yep.
Oh lord, he could have been up so much earlier.
He could have, and it's going to be around a 30-second difference, also a minute idle time, so overall still cleaner macro from Vinchester. 9 fishing ships per player, and of course the Japanese fishing ships are going to be extra good. And yet,
sure.
we still need to see that military transition, a dock even in the middle for Vinch, and just feels like Japanese are so smooth to play at this point. As I actually do agree with you, I think they are probably just the best hybrid civ these days after that Cav Archer bonus.
I swear, like, they have so many options late game. Well, mid game and late game as well. I feel like they just... I don't know, I don't see a weak time in an age for Japanese. I feel like they have to take insane amount of damage early on to fall behind, so...
I mean, the weakness of Japanese used to be their military options, like the individual quality of units wasn't really there, but then they just have insane Cav Archers now, so...
Yeah.
And it's not like they had bad options before, it just wasn't quite as good as some other civs.
Yeah.
Versus genocide crossbows. Oh no. I mean, both units get bonus damage against each other, but it's probably one of those situations where the Japanese Cav Archers win one-on-one, but the Genbos are cost efficient.
Oh, genocide crossbows. Reed Damel's just chilling next to Tag's dock.
Hey, it's you know, the crew's on lunch break.
Oh,
Gotta give them
okay.
time. They have to go to the dock, get their sandwiches, and then go back on.
Okay, I don't mind that. Look at those 3 spears just chilling next to, well, the future position of that TC. TC with stone, so genocide crossbows should be an option here.
Oh, that's a 3 HP TC. I think he did it. Oh,
There's no stone anymore. Oh, he did it.
He's no stone because he's building the TC with his rain. So yeah, he got rid of all those resources.
Oh my god, that's huge.
Oh, my
And now the
goodness.
CA are here, and this TC is gonna be denied again.
Oh wow, Vinchester is
Oh
coming
my
out
god,
swinging.
what was this? Well, the knight is here, but I mean, so many villagers died there, and the TC was... Oh no, another one bites the dust. Oh,
Another
God.
one bites the dust.
All right.
I mean, it's 6 vills went down. It's not like a complete catastrophe, but Vinch is still adding in more fish behind this. Honestly, War Galley might not be a bad choice here for Italians. You do at least get it cheaper. But, I mean, now you can even add more fishing ships in the middle as if you want Vinchester, and he is certainly taking control of this game.
Orlu. I hate to break it to you, but it is a catastrophe.
It's not great for Z40 to say the least. I mean, resources collected are still close. He nominally has a big army.
Copium. It's okay.
I've
It's
got
okay.
that high-grade copium with me at all times.
Monastery is going up. Monastery is going up. We're fine. Also, to see a civ going ham of knights into Japanese kind of feels like...
Yeah, it's just the army options here aren't quite as good as you would like. Well, the fire ship's able to kill one of the knights, and Z40 needs to pay attention here. Okay, well, he gets that, so there's going to be a little bit of annoyance here for Vinchester. He's actually the one who's getting War Galley first. But he's just not going to stop building up this Cav Archer blob. He's not going to take any damage, and he's just going to be so far ahead.
Ooh, a knight doing some damage. Winchester lost quite a lot of fishing ships there. Is going to be able to salvage that one? Yes. Nice. See
Yeah,
on
that's at least
grid.
some. I mean, the build counts are basically even. The eco upgrades again are kind of even.
Well, they're even, but was on 2 TCs, so good job from him, being able to recover and keeping those running. Vinchester is only adding his second now, so yeah, that advantage that he had is, in terms of villager numbers is kind of lost. I would like to see a new lumber camp there next to his new TC as well. I mean, he's Japanese, for God's name.
Yeah, you'd think you'd want that at this point. Thumbring coming in as well, though, for the Japanese Cav Archers, and I think this is just the fundamental issue for Z40, is that he's not going to have anything to deal with Japanese Cav Archers anytime soon. I mean, if you don't have, like, great skirmishers or great camels, there really isn't much of a counter. And you have neither of those things as Italian. I mean, your skirms are just generic, and obviously you don't have camels, and right now the Cav Archers are just going to be able to shoot and scoot all day long. They're almost fully upgraded, and I think just that... I don't know how you deal with that issue.
Oh, well, you deal with your knights breaking into his wood line.
Monk does get a conversion of one of the knights, but that's still more vills that are going down. Vinch maintains a resources collected lead, though. He still has active fishing ships. He's got 11 of them, in fact. And knights are just going to start dying to fire ships and cav archers. And the cav archer blob has 20 kills and counting.
That's true. That's true. Very good position for Winchester. 21 military to only 13 units. He is behind in villager numbers, but he's getting gill nets. He's getting that fish boom going. Maybe a couple more farms.
Gill nets isn't as good as the AOM fish upgrades, though, because I only realized recently how absurdly good they are. It's like 75% worker rate increase.
Oh, yeah, I would like to see some horse collar and a couple more farms maybe as well. It wouldn't be the end of the world. So much gold. Does he have a market? Yes, he does.
Well, both players have a market.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, I don't think Z40 does. Vinch has a market.
Yeah, well, I was talking about Vinci. He was floating 600 gold and nothing else.
Well, he sold his stone to get up to Castle Age, so yes, definitely has the market. Got the demo rafts hanging around, but they aren't war galleys. And honestly, at this rate, it's not even going to be that long before Vinch even gets up to Imperial Age. Nice kills on those demos. Yeah, I mean, chain boarding armor is nice. The knights are well upgraded. It's just, where are you going in this game militarily? Because knights are not your long-term answer against Japanese. The fishing ships are going to go down actually pretty quickly to the cav archers, because fishing ships only have 4 pierce armor.
Yeah, that's true. And I think Winchester was afraid of some juicy demos, so that's why he was keeping those units on stagger formation. And now he's just running away from the knights. But like you said, it's just hit and run. And Thumbring being in here helps him so much in those fights.
Yeah, I mean, this is just some CA 101 stuff. You just hit and run all day long. And got Bosaw coming in now for Winchester. He has the warships. He's got the cav archers, and just everything that he's doing right now feels like it's not only good right now, but it's going to scale so well going forward.
Yep.
You got the Scorpions just slowly trundling around, trying to catch up to the Cav Archers, but the CA move literally over twice as fast as them.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. And Sanctity coming in on for those monks. I do like the monks choice. They're gonna be able to deal with those knights. Do we have? No, my obsession with devotion, but I feel like it's such a good upgrade. It's ridiculous.
There's devotion in the game.
Well, I hate it. I hate I hate when people are doing it against me. I hate to use it. I don't know my thoughts on the upgrade to begin with. I don't think it was necessary. I definitely do think certain civs should not get it. But I mean, when there's so many monks on the field, that's the first thing like you think about these days. Just get devotion.
Yeah. I mean, it is a very powerful upgrade, and it's not that expensive even after the
Yeah.
price increase.
Exactly.
And look at this, guys. Vinch is closing in on Imperial Age. He's closing in on a forward castle. He is looking to be in control of this game number 3 and to get SalzZ that first point.
I think he's going to manage to. I think this fight will be in his favor. A couple of villagers went back. Yeah, this should be a good fight for Vinch.
Well, the
But he doesn't
converted
have
fire
the
ship
buildings,
is
though.
something.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, it's
Go
buildings.
up!
He can pick up.
Okay.
Oh, wait, the cat archers are literally in the perfect line.
Uh-oh. Well, he will have the monks to heal them. Oh, he's switching the castle position. This one would have been better, but I understand if we can't get that castle there. Oh.
He's just gonna build it in a different location. Now, this is actually really awkward because of the one line of trees.
Do you just go around and put it next to the mining camp or next to the TC or whatever, or you think it's too risky? I don't know.
Honestly, what I would do is I'd, build the castle right here, and then when I get to Imp, I just trap down the trees.
Oh, true. Okay, Orlo, I have a question. What is your take on when to get Kataparuto? At how many traps? 2, 3,
Well,
or 4?
I mean-
Because I heard a lot of different opinions.
Well, Casaputo is really expensive, so I would just be like, whenever you can reasonably afford it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, mathematically, it's like, what?
Herbal medicine. Sorry.
Herbal medicine, dude. Yeah. It's a reload of time of 10 to 7.5. So I guess between the 3rd and 4th would be mathematically where you would want it, or I guess the 4th.
Yeah, but because some people are saying on the
It's just so much
4th.
more expensive.
Yeah, others are saying oh, you should already have it when you yeah, when you have 3 and etc.
Yeah, I mean, so many upgrades in AoE 2. It's good, but it's expensive, so just get it when you can afford it.
Yeah.
Now, Vinch is going to be in it, and that is very, very bad for Z40. But I still love that Z40 isn't giving up. He's still trying to be active with his cavalry units and trying to make sure that Vinch is not going to be having the smoothest sail to victory in this one.
Yeah.
That said, the cav archers are in the castle are all getting healed up. He's going to have Trebs out whenever he hits the Treb button.
Yeah.
And I just don't see how you stop this CA blob.
And look at the resources he has. He can afford Bracer, Chemistry, Trebs right away, even Kataparuto soon. Yeah, I mean, army count says everything right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's another castle coming up at the back. Still 45 seconds to Imperial Age. The CA are going to kill the fire ship without any real issues.
Yep.
And I mean, it's 0 fishing ships. They still have the 11 fishing ships working here for Vinchester. And Japanese fishing ships with gill nets are, I believe, the fastest source of any kind of income in the game. Oh! Well,
I think they are, yeah.
Yeah, I think they are.
I was thinking about Malay, but Malay just have more food, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, it's either that or Mongol hunters, but I think it might be the Japanese imp fishing ship with gill nuts.
Galleon, okay.
Hey, I mean, galleons can bombard a whole lot of the map, and it's just, again, where are you even going in this game as Z40? What is your transition? You just have a few knights, you're trying to get some sort of, I guess, navy upgrades, maybe defend with bombard cannons, but you have no map control. Vinch was able to pick up 4 relics and all of the hullabaloo in this game.
This thing, defending with bomber cannon sounds nice and easy if you're not facing redemption monks, which Vinch does have the options to go into. Chemistry galleon for Z40 as well, but I simply, just like you said, I simply don't see a way for him to come back into this game, and he calls the GG. Nice.
SalzZ with Classic Pro, they dropped game number 1, but both Wide and Wide and Vinchester able to take their own wins, and boom, they have the first point on the board in this losers bracket, best of 5. Well
Nice
done to them
start for
and
SalzZ,
well
yeah.
deserved. I mean, just Vinch and Whitey both with some really strong performances.
Which ones do you think are the favorite? We both talked that this is going to be a close set. They both had amazing sets prior to this one. Which one do you think it's the favorite?
SalzZ is still the favorite. I think
Mhm.
that Vinch and Classic Pro are both such experienced tournament players
Mhm.
that I still have to favor them no matter what. I think Tog have a lot of really strong up and coming players, and also the very experienced Cloud. I just think that at the end of the day, it's just a little. I think that Sauls have a very slight lead, and that was displayed here in the 1v1s.
Mhm. Yep.
All right, so let's see what the next map is going to be.
Someone says
We
Vinch is
got
super strong, super nice guy. Yeah, yeah. Vinch has always been a nice dude.
yeah. No one's
Well,
ever had anything negative to say about Vinchester except his opponents.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
All right, there's still an Arctic Circle. Looks like the other set seems to be going along relatively smoothly, which makes me happy.
That's
And
true.
hopefully we'll be getting into the next one relatively soon, or at least we know what the map is. Because you can't pick any of the 4 remaining maps if you are tag.
You can only pick from your home maps.
No, you can pick from your opponent's home maps if you really want to.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so Arctic. One second, let me rule them out. The Arctic Circle was lost by tag, and it was Japanese. Japanese OP. Onlu, I told you.
I think they have a 100% win rate on that map in the main event. They're
uh,
definitely pretty good there.
Reminds me of Greenland. I don't know if you remember Greenland being in the random map 1v1. First of all, I love that map, but I also saw it in some tournament, if not in Red Bull, in the previous Red Bull, but on Empire War settings.
Mm-hmm.
And Japanese and Goths were like picked constantly on that map.
Yeah, I remember Greenland. It was one of the more interesting Red Bull maps for sure.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
But I think the Red Bull map pool is actually pretty decent this time around. Normally I complain that the maps are too open and too aggressive, but
It was decent. It was okay.
yeah.
I think they added some new maps as well. I haven't checked them. But that should be pretty hype. Nice. Things are going smoothly, just like you said.
Just like I desperately need. All right, looks like Nile Valley is going to be the next map, and I love this one. It's given us so many interesting and entertaining games. And we have that Cuman's first pick here for Sauls. Could you see that one come into play? Could see a Goth's pick as well. I like it.
First of all, let me get the description now. Oh wait, no, not Armago. Oh my, I was looking at the wrong set. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got spoiled.
No.
Oh my god, I got spoiled. Oh, why do I have ice?
Tragic.
Oh, okay, Nile Valley. Oh yes, I do remember this one. This is such a map. I love it. Mess. Sorry, not map. Oh, I absolutely love it. Do they have Mongols? No. Mongols were banned. Okay. I think Mongols are OP on this map with so much hunt.
I think Mongols are OP on a lot of maps that have extra hunt. So this map and Lensoy's
Correct.
Mardenyensis are the Mongols are both really, really good.
Yeah. Correct. 1 second, be right back.
No problem. All right, we got everybody in the lobby, guys. Vinch, Antagonist, Classic Pro, and then Sora Z40 Cloud. Of course, SalzZ took that point number 1. And let's see what Tag can do on their second home map pick. And player mismatches? Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to say. It's like, oh, Japanese won, Japanese OP, but at the same time, I mean, it's Vinchester versus Z40.
I'm back. I'm back.
Huzzah! We have a minute and a half, and then we'll be getting into game, or I guess point number 2.
They're starting already. That's nice. Look, see, smooth, efficiency, pam pam, chop chop, all good.
It's amazing what happens when you don't have players who need to check out the map for like the first time.
I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Okay.
Well, okay. Minute, guys. We have some interesting civs here, especially from SalzZ. So I'm looking forward to this one. I love this map, Nile Valley. Remember, you start with extra wood, you start with extra stone, and things get real messy real quick.
Oh boy. Persians sprinkled in there. Do you think it's purely for their good eco and their an amazing night civ as well? Or do you think we're gonna see some navy sprinkled in the middle as well?
We've seen Navy, especially like, in early feudal age, yes, the fire galleys and demos are nice, but late game as well, having a good naval presence on the map is really helpful.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I didn't. First time I spectated. Is it Thar Desert? I have a big issue remembering the names of the
Tar Desert
maps.
is the one that has the water to the southwest and it
Yeah,
has like
but you
rivers.
can go with the navy in those ponds behind on that sand, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So first time I saw it, I was like, it would be nice if you could go there, like because I didn't realize instantly that you can actually go. And oh my god, we saw yesterday how annoying a couple of galleys or even longboats can be on that.
Yeah, water
on that
control is
map.
important on that one. And that is similarly true here as we are here on Nile Valley. And our SalzZ team looking really nice so far, able to take that first point in the 3-game set. Antagonist is going to be in the red as the Cumans on the west flank, Vinch as the yellow Goths in the pocket, and Classic Pro in the purple as the Persians. We don't have the purple Persian pocket,
Yeah, true.
predictably.
Yeah. Well, I was saying yesterday that on maps like this where you are so close to each other, it doesn't quite matter whose pocket, whose flank, whose whatever. It's kind of like all the army is gonna go there in the middle, basically.
Yeah, and I think it's just interesting, right? Because you have 3 different positions that all have different roles from one another. Because antagonist here as humans, yes, he's technically on the flank, but he also has the easiest access to all the elephants over here towards the southwest, and that's just going to allow the human boom to be good. Of course, we have our militia nonsense that's happening because on the other side, Sora Kuma is going to be in the blue as the Lithuanians
Oh
already getting
my.
a villager kill.
Instant rush for the win with Lithuanians. Let's go, Sorakuma. A villager kill already, and he's blocking with the scout. A second one will follow.
Oh, Macbeth, man. Very tragic indeed. Worthy of
Oh
Shakespeare's 2 dead
my.
bills here from Sora. Lithuanians, another very strong civ, and then Sora off to a great start. Z40 going to be in the green as the Tatars in the pocket, and Cloud as the Cyan Slavs here to the northeast.
Damn.
I love this map, Daniela.
It's
It
so
starts
messy.
with drushes and can go all the way to post-imp.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I've seen a spam of gods, which I don't know if we're gonna see or not, but we do have gods present in this game.
Yep.
Oh wait! Oh, I don't know if we're gonna see. And there's a dead will from Sorakuma dying to 3 god militia. So yeah, I think we're seeing it.
It's already getting pretty back and forth. The overall Vil counts are similar between the 2 teams. You have some fish out for everybody except for blue. So yeah, even though, say, Cloud opened up with the militia, he still has his dock, he's still got some fish of his own. Slav's really good on this map. You start with 7 farms.
Yeah.
And this is going to be getting real interesting. Also, be
There's
careful with the little Nile
Persian
crocodiles.
relations as well. What the hell?
Hey, Persian swordsmen are known for being top tier.
All right, all right. Oh my god. Okay, I feel like I need to switch to the tab with the Eco KD because Avengers killed 3 villagers. Antagonist lost 2. And I don't know if we're gonna see more of that.
Well, we're still at 9 military for SalzZ. 3 militia for Classic Pro, 3 militia for Vinchester, and then just the horses, which for some reason count as military.
All Taiwan team going up to the next stage. Only Antagonist is up, so that can be an issue for the SalzZ team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can... And it's like, Antagonist is going up to Feudal Age, but he's just going to drop a TC over to the west and go for the old Cuman boom. So you're really not going to have that much of a military presence of things that aren't named Dark Age Militia. As we have more militia here from Vinchester, Z40 coming in with a barracks of his own. It looks like Cloud might open with a few naval units. He's building a second dock. Of course, doesn't really matter that Slavs aren't a naval civ, so long as you just have any amount of Feudal Age warships. That can be all you need. And it's likely Z40 going to be making some scouts.
I mean, of course, like we said, Classic Pro only clicked up now. Some Navy will absolutely clear up everything. And who can make Navy? Antagonist. I don't think he wants to make Navy as humans. I think he wants a second TC.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
What is... Oh, okay. Vinch's Goths. I was slightly concerned about 3 villagers shooting an elephant, but I realized that he's Goths.
Yeah, he's Goths. Also, did you notice that on this map, it starts with lions killing the zebra?
Yeah, I did notice. I was like, what the hell?
Cute little touch there.
I like it. I like it. You can still get that food, but at your own cost.
Yeah, the zebra are going to be rotting away anyway. Finch, though, with Goss getting all that extra hunt, going to be very happy. Humans love that extra source of food income so they can better sustain the 2 TC production. Persians, I mean, they're just good in general. And those fire galleys, they need to get some work done, but they are well on their way to doing that.
Do you think... I don't know. Do you think we're going to see some FCing here? Or... I'm not sure about what SalzZ's plan is. Because, okay, we have 2 human TCs, right? And what are the other 2 players? Okay, Avengers is just spamming militia, but we're already okay with that. Like, we acknowledge that it is what it is. But what is... yeah, we accepted it at this point.
We're at the acceptance stage of grief of Vinchester.
yeah. But okay, Classic Pro is making Navy.
He is indeed, but already we have Z40 being very active with his scouts. I forget who it was yesterday. Did such a good job of being active with their scouts with Tatars. And right there, already 3 kills already from Z40. They'll lead right now for tag, but they need to get something done because Vinch is absolutely going FC. Usually, if you open with 7, 8 militia, it just takes you so long to get to Feudal Age that by the time you hit Feudal Age, you have lots of villagers and can go for that FC. That said, Vinch has lost 4 vills, so it's not super pretty, honestly.
That's what I'm thinking. At this point, if you're Classic Pro, do you still want to invest that much into Navy? There's only 2 fishing ships that are yours, present for your team. I mean, Cloud already killed a lot. I mean, I guess maybe it's worth it to go for the opponent's fishing ships. Like Z40 still has quite a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, Sora has 4 fishing ships, Z40 has 5 fishing ships. You still want to be able to deny that from your opponent. Demo is coming in. The splits are decent for Cloud.
Very good fight Cloud's taking here, and he's going to be able to win that fight quite convincingly. There's a demo. Another demo's going for it. Okay.
I mean, you can try and mitigate the damage as best you can, but this is still, at the end of the day, going to be a decent fight for Classic Pro. But Sora able to add in his 1 fire galley to help out his ally, and suddenly, well... water control seems to be back in favor here for Tag, and a lot of the army right now for Team SalzZ is 5 militia, which is not the most exciting unit in the world at this point.
Okay.
Also, the horses are named Macbeth.
Yeah, I was just looking for a horse. Oh, got a bird. The hell?
Yeah, the names are randomly generated. Except for Tristan the elephant.
That wasn't randomly generated?
Nope. I
Okay.
don't know why Wei Wei did it, but he named the elephant Tristan from the very beginning.
Okay, so Winchester is going to Castle Age, so is Sorakuma. I don't know. I really like Tag's position here. Look at Sorakuma with that Black Forest experience, luring not one but 2 elephants, but he's gonna lose a bill. Yeah, is that? Is
yeah.
that? Is that? Is
Well,
that?
at least he's going to get the other 2 elephants in, nevertheless. Castle Age for Sorakuma. He'll be able to add in some TCs. Remember, you do start with extra stone on this map because it's impossible to wall early on, so we made it so players could have 2 towers they can build. But meanwhile, Red clicks up. He's on 42 vills. I mean, that is a lead. I mean, it's humans, but it's not like that insane of a vill lead for humans.
But Z40's presence with the scouts has been amazing. They have 7 kills, and those are 7 eco units. And I'm looking at the eco KD, and Winchester is 3-7. Antagonist is 0-6. Okay, some of those are fishing ships as well, but that's still puts the overall eco numbers to be still ahead for Tag when you have a human 2TC boom on the other team. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, honestly, very solid team play here from Tag so far. I mean, these guys play together all the time. I mean, so do the SalzZ guys. So, I mean, these aren't just, you know, some randos that got together to play some games. I mean, these guys are prepared because apparently it is possible to do that with these maps. Who would have suspected? But yeah, I mean, these guys clearly have a game plan for this map, and they are executing it quite well. All right, Castle Age is now in for Classic Pro as well. He's going to be up there. Antagonist is going to be up there. So we're going to have everybody in here for SalzZ in Castle Age. Whereas you now just have Z40 clicking up, and Cloud is going to be the last one up by a lot.
Well, Cloud is in Classic Pros Gold, so I don't know how much he cares if he's the last one, because his presence in Feudal Age was noticeable. Like I was saying, his presence with the Scouts was absolutely amazing. And now we have a transition in double archer range back at home, so CA is going to be his pick.
Most likely. Oh, the militia are still hanging around. Sora's going to try and go for the extra TC, but it looks like the militia are going in the wrong direction. Meanwhile, Vinch is just adding TCs like a madman. Antagonist is going to be adding in TCs.
Who got a kill? Elephant got a kill. Not the knight. I was looking at Antagonist's second TC.
It's the elephant that never forgets to murder.
There has been a murder in Savannah.
Indeed. Well, okay, so Z40 going to be in Castle Age momentarily. He'll be going for those Todor Cav Archers. Going to be scaling very well as this game goes on. Scouts are still being very active. I mean, I think Z40's just been doing a great job being out and about on the map here, making sure that his opponents are not having the cleanest booms in the world. The Knights are still hanging around here for Sora that are actually very well upgraded already. Notably, guys, this map does have 5 relics just kind of scattered around. At least I think so. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure the map has 5 relics. Yeah. So it's not like one of those team game maps where the average is actually 7 relics. It's just 5.
Yeah. Those pesky Persian ducks are gonna take a while to go down. There's no other ones remaining for Team SalzZ, and I'm telling you, I really like Team Tag's advantage. Look at the pop difference, 30 already. And again, I feel like that's huge with having humans in this game, that they had a 2TC boom in Feudal Age. More army, more eco. Numbers
well,
kind of speak for themselves here.
at the very least, they have everyone in Castle Age, and everyone is going to be on extra TCs. I guess we have to think, as this game goes on, do we really like the civs more for Team SalzZ? I mean, Goth Spam is great. Humans have that really nice timing. Persians can be nice as well, but you don't have that range component that's going to be any good. Whereas you have Tatar Cav Archers and Slav Siege, and also Slavs and Lithuanians have good monks.
Yeah, I mean, I like Tag's comp.
And yes, Cloud is slinging.
Oh, shoot.
He's slinging Sora.
Is this gonna be an all-in knights? I mean, how many? 21 knights on the field already with +2, and where they're missing iron casting, but like you said, maybe he can get a couple of relics. He has a monk out, so definitely he's thinking about it.
And he's got 3 monks even, and that is quite solid. So maybe they just think that they cannot let their opponents just boom away here, especially with humans. But I mean, Cloud in Feudal Age has done 57 bills. He actually has the highest fill count in the game right now, as so many units are going to be going down here for
crazy.
Team SalzZ. And I gotta say, I'm really glad that we have the slinging rules that we do in this tournament, because it's refreshing to see some slinging happening without it being every single game.
Yeah, for sure. And it was so interesting to see USA. That was a great game, USA versus Barbetakos.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's great to
can't
see.
go against my countrymen.
It's great to see mid elo players. By mid elo players, I'm talking just a tier under the pro players coming with strategy, because this is what we're here for. This is a strategy game, right? Coming with different new strategies to try to take the wins against the pro, and that was an awesome game.
It really was. I was going crazy when I was casting it.
Yeah.
Z40's got his Cav Archer production going. Castle is out here for Vinchester. Not that Huskarls are going to be good at all versus Knights, and they're only going to sort of be lukewarm versus the Cav Archers. We now have the first Relic in for Blue, and this Sling looking really good here for Team Tag. And remember, guys, when Tag is, picking civs for this game, they didn't use any of their top picks. I mean, Slavs was 5, and that was their highest, whereas we have the #1 pick humans. I mean, I haven't seen a #1 draft pick perform this poorly since I watched Caleb Williams play the other day.
Well,
There's a joke for the American viewers.
I haven't seen people getting a +2 on their knights before double bit X either, but hey.
Yeah.
GG.
That was impressive. Again, I love this map. This is one of my favorite maps, if not my favorite map in the tournament, alongside Tar Desert and Pog.
It's very good. It's a very good one.
I mean, it was a well-prepared strategy, and thus the timing of that sling just to launch the Lithuanians player forward with the knights and the relics. He actually even had 2 relics by the end, and well done.
Oh, that's for sure. Let's roll the civs as well. 1 second. It was Nile Valley. Very good map. I like Lensois Maranhães a lot as well. Like yesterday, Margot with the Archers was...
my goodness.
Oh, that was going crazy over that. It was so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Honestly, like, I didn't pick any of the maps for this tournament, except for my votes on the new ones from the map contest. And like, I saw Lensoy Martinensis, and I'm like, this map is going to be awful. But people keep on picking it, and yeah, it is weird, but we keep on getting good games on it, so I can't really complain.
It's pretty decent. I like it. I'll be 1 minute or no.
No problem. All right, guys, that is Goths losing, that is Persians losing, and Cumans losing. So 3 of the very, I guess, reasonably high draft picks. Goths not as high. This is really the only situation you're going to use them, but still. Lithuanians are dunzos, Tatars are dunzos, and Slavs are dunzos. You still have all 4 of your top picks and 7 of your top 8 picks for Tag. Meanwhile, you've already used half of your top 8 picks for Team SalzZ. And thanks, statistics tell the truth. Oh my goodness. But to be fair, Fox's strat was like, "Aw, chef's kiss, good." Pog map. It's gonna be Lensoy next, and then we have Pog and Tar Desert. Kind of surprising that Souls would be going for Lensoy at this point. You really don't have to. Like you can just go Pog, and then I guess then Tag would pick Lensoy, and then you'd have to like have a decider on Tar Desert or something. I don't know. I don't know the logic here. But the game has started, guys. A minute 41 spec delay. Let's slow it out. Yes. Why'd I get? Because I'm a noob. There you go. Still, we all are tied up at 1 point apiece. Saul's able to win the 1v1s in a close set. And now Tag picking up the first team games.
I'm back. Sorry. Do we know what the next map is?
Yeah, let's Lensoy.
Oh, nice,
Boys.
nice. We're probably gonna see Hindustani's Gujars again. We've seen them so often being picked. I could see
Is
Berbers
that
again.
so,
I could see Spanish.
Daniela?
Huh? Well,
Are
do we know?
sure about that?
I would know. Oh God, no. Well, I did say Berbers in Spanish, to be honest. But no Hindustanis and no Gurjaras. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Looking forward to it. As in 7 seconds, we'll be getting into point number 3. Another really compelling set. I mean, if there's one thing you don't have any control over as a tournament host is, are the games going to be good?
Yeah, for sure.
And we've been very fortunate to have a lot of very good games and close sets.
For sure. There we go.
All right, guys, here we are. Point number 3. Here for Team SalzZ. They did drop the last one. We'll have Classic Pro in the red as the Malians, building his TC right next to his hut TC. And then on a grand journey, we'll have Wide, who's probably building his TC on the wood line as the Yellow Dravidians. And lastly, Vinchester, who's probably going to the north. Indeed, he will, as the Purple Spanish.
Okay, you see, interesting choice. I do agree that players that are gonna go for the water fight, like Dravidians and probably Portuguese. Yeah, Z40 is building already. Should go down there on the wood lines, and I feel like the rest have to just fight over the top. Like there's so much food and stone there, and I don't know about Classic Pro. And now Winchester is going to build there, but Sorakuma is already building the TC where Vinch would want to. So that Winchester now is either in the middle, either cornered.
I love this. It's so smart. We saw Fox
Yeah.
do the same thing. I wonder if maybe they were doing some training games with Tag.
Yeah.
Because actually the Fox guys were training, and I know that for a fact. So that makes me very happy. And look at this. Vinchester has to build his TC all the way over to the east. And this is very deliberate, right? You know that the north of the map, it's basically just a blob of a wood line and then has a bunch of boars around it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just zoning off so much area. I absolutely love this here from Tag. And indeed, Cloud is going to be the Cyan Berbers, Sora the green Magyars, and then lastly, Z40 the blue Portuguese.
Yeah, and if we're talking civs, right? We see people in chat saying Spanish are a problem, and they are. But we have Berbers from the opponents. 5 Camel Archers with Botkin Arrow are gonna probably one-shot a conch. I think there was 5 of them or something.
That requires big math. It's 11 attack against the Conquistadors against the 1 Pierce armor. So if we add Bodkin in, that goes up to 13 attack divided by 55 HP. Yeah, you guys can do the math on that. Yeah, that's me. I mean, I spend all this time trying to remember all the information in this game, and I can't follow it up with basic math.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
All
fine.
right, guys.
I've been casting for 1 year and something, and only recently
Monday?
I was like, okay, well, if I'm doing this and if I see that I'm doing this full time, I started to go through the units and through their stats. Because like I
There
was
you go.
casting games like, okay, that unit is good against that unit, but stats like how much attack, how much damage units get, I had no idea, and not a single second did I care before to actually look into it. But
See,
yeah.
I was actually the other way around. I
Yeah,
like
okay.
had all of this theoretical game knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
and I was, like I was in college and I was like looking for something to do.
Yeah.
Because like, what am I gonna do? Join an extracurricular activity? So I'm like, might as well just try casting and teach people about the game and learn about the game with viewers and all that. And then I just never really stopped.
But that's nice. That's nice. Like, I mean, you are known in the community for your impressive knowledge about the game, and I think the community needs people like that, right? And they're passionate about the stats as well and the
Yep.
how the game works and so on. So,
I just
that's
like all
quite
the
impressive.
aspects of the game.
Yeah, that's good.
I like the campaigns. I like watching the pros. I like just all the weird mechanics and messing around in the scenario editor. I just like AoE 2, man.
Yeah, that's fair and square.
All right, guys, we do have Z40, the first player hitting Feudal Age. Fire Galley's immediately on the way for him. He's got a couple nice docks here in sort of the southern river delta area.
Oh, that's a weird. What? Oh, I don't like Z40's hut. Why is it weird? Why are those collinear and not?
Well, they sometimes spawn like that. It doesn't really matter.
Well, it doesn't. It matters to me. All right, Winchester is going up. Winchester is going up. 29 Vils. I think he might be opting for a castle drop. He has a lot of on stone. I don't think Sora Kuma is going to let him though.
Yeah, something messy is going to be happening. I think with both teams on this map generally having one person going castle drop unique unit, one person going for water, it's really that third player who's kind of doing something a little bit different. In this case, it's Classic Pro and Sora going to be going for scouts, but Magyars are going to have the edge in the pure scout war.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Before any upgrades, I mean, they do get that attack for free. Sorakuma moving a lot of those villagers in the north. I don't mind that.
I guess he's just trying to keep him safe.
Yeah.
Still keeping his TC working over here, and he's even taking from the shorefish in these little ponds to the west.
Let me ask you something. The idle TC, does it take into account the town center, those huts?
It does not.
It does
So
not?
if you want to
Okay,
see how active players are with using it, you have to look at the selected units efficiency thing, and see in the last minute how much they're using that second TC. The hut TC.
okay, yeah, I see. Let's see. Doesn't Tag need someone on stone? Tag apparently has Cloud with 8 on stone. Like it's the natural counter to Kongs.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because Berbers are a civ that I think most people are like, yeah, Berbers are a good civ, but we don't really see them often in tournaments. And, this tournament, I mean, between Camel Archers and just, very good cavalry play, we're seeing a lot of Berbers. And the Camel Archers are just such a good pick. But now the Scouts have arrived from Classic Pro at the base of Z40. He was fast up to Feudal Age. He's taking some nice fights here on the water. But if you're losing your eco at home, that's not super good.
Well, at the same time, we have Sorakuma in white, gold villagers as well. It's just trading scouts left and right.
Oh, the Hoovercraft have indeed launched. as those villagers are going to be getting wrecked by the scouts. There is a spearman to try and help out. It doesn't even get its second poke in. That free forging upgrade is so helpful. But on the other side, Z40's also getting his vills a little bit wrecked, and suddenly things are getting real messy real fast.
Oh god, 7 eco losses here for Z40 as well.
Oh,
8
no,
for wide as well.
wide.
It's just... Oh, what is this?
Oh, no.
Okay, Cloud, castle dropping Spanish. Okay.
Oh, and Cloud getting the initiative with the castle drop as well. So nice from him. Of
Oh,
course, we do have the
reversed.
Spanish builders are going to ensure that both of these castles go up. I don't think that's going to really be an issue for either player. So Sora might need to relocate his TC. Do some AoE 4 Mongols and just pack up your TC.
For sure, for sure. I feel like that's pretty smart and interesting. Now, what's the plan here? Like, are you making petards? Are you... Oh, no, Sorakuma! Garrison! Oh, Lord.
There's a couple vills there. The castles might be too far away for petards to work. Unless you're just waiting until you have like 12 or so.
Okay,
10
listen.
petards to blow up the castle in case you didn't know.
What if Cloud makes petards, sends them in the back of his castle, around, jumps them in Sorakuma's TC, and attacks like that?
That would be a little too Giga Brain for me.
Okay.
I don't think I'm mentally or physically prepared to deal with that.
Okay. I'm sorry. Who let me cook?
Yeah. Chef Daniela.
Oh, smells burned.
All right, galleys are out here. I love the fact that Z40 is able to add in the galleys that can just bunch up and sort of take this guaranteed fight. Because fire ships, they'll bunch up on each other, and not all of them will be able to attack at once. Whereas if you have the fire ship meat shield plus the galleys, it's going to be doing a lot of damage. And I really love how Tag is approaching this. And remember, this is their #1 home map. Z40. SalzZ actually picked their opponent's #1 home map next. So, I mean, it makes sense that Tag is clearly prepared here.
Yeah, that's for sure. Sorakuma is struggling a bit. Lost a couple of vills. 2 Kongs as well. About to lose the TC. How are the resources looking like? He can build a new one. Oh no. Oh no. So many
more.
villagers died for no reason.
And of course, that is what we would call not good. On the other hand, you will be able to add in more fish relatively soon once you have Z40 decisively win water. You can just send a Vill back down, you can add in another dock to the south, and have those extra fishing ships come in.
Ballistics will go a long way for Cloud and in the chase of those Kongs.
For sure, Camel Archers are just inherently faster than Conquistadors. And just doing so much damage. And of course, much higher base accuracy, especially at range. And, I mean, Cloud and the rest of Taggers, they're just playing like a well-oiled machine. Everybody has their role. They're doing 3 completely different things, but they're doing what they need to do while also covering for their allies. And that is just literally the peak of team gameplay.
That's for sure. That's for sure. I like the defensive castle because that's the thing. So while the whole castle fiesta is going up in the north, and like you usually see the land action focused very on point there in the north, all the sides are kind of exposed, and that's why I kept saying like Sorakuma is losing so many villagers there. He's not paying attention. No, because he was struggling to defend against the Kongs on the other side. But I do like the defensive castle from Cloud in that area. Kind of offers a lot of protection.
Daniela, Sora's on 3 staples. Triple stable scout.
Oh my god. And
I mean,
he's
there's
still feudal
plenty
age. By the way.
Yeah, he's still in feudal age. Remember, he was taking from the food to the west. He's now taking from the food to the northwest. And there are still more boars to take. Yeah, of course, you had to rebuild your TC. But you have the Hut TC as well. You're still on 47 vills. That is serviceable for your needs at this point in the game. The Scouts just have Bloodlines for Classic Pro, whereas it is, I think, yeah, Bloodlines and, of course, the 3 Forging. I mean, this is just such a well-done game so far by Tag. Massive military lead.
Yeah. 49 to 20 is crazy. Look at this, that's 17 scouts on the field, and now camel archers are gonna join as well, so Classic Pro can't even approach with his scouts.
And we're looking at 16 camel archers to 5 conquistadors. That is certainly a big discrepancy. And Sora finds a way to click up to castle age throughout all this, while not
Well-
even really cutting the scout production.
Yeah, new TC was on the woodline. I would have liked that TC a bit more to the north with the better woodline and more boars, but I guess it's fine. He just wanted a TC as fast as possible, and
Yeah.
massive fight there that I don't know how it's gonna go for SalzZ. I feel like it's a lot of damage taken here. And now even Gal is behind the woodlines.
Add insult to injury here.
Yeah. Tag Z40 is in feudal age and he's at 83 eco units. That's
18 fishing ships.
That's
Z40
crazy.
is a known fish boomer at this point, man.
Oh my god. Man, this has been a crazy good set. I'm so happy we're casting this together.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to get you on for this one, Daniela.
Oh
And
man, it's such a
Tag
good
is
one.
one game away from knocking out Vinchester and Classic Pros team. Cloud 48 kills to 14 deaths. Z40 winning water. Sora, even in all the craziness of himself getting castle dropped, still able to make enough scouts to do a lot of damage.
Damn, most created units 37 scouts, respectively 26 for Vinch as well. Well, not for Vinch's team. Sorry. Wait, was it for Vinch? It was for Vinch. Did Vinch make 26 scouts?
No, it's just Salz
Why-
in general.
Ah, okay, but I was confused for a second because of
Because
the
the colors are
color.
all
Yeah,
purple.
yeah.
It's not the clearest thing on capture page. Also, the mirrored portraits look super cursed to me.
Yeah.
The right-facing units, no.
Yeah. Oh, now I can't unsee it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. 1 point away, like you said. Damn. Okay. Let's see.
So that is Berbers, Magyars, and Portuguese. So those are their 3 of their 4 top picks. So a lot of draft capital used there for Tag. I mean, it was their number 1 home map, and they certainly treated it like one.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, that is Spanish losing, and it is Malians losing, and what was the other civ? Dravidians? No.
Was it? Oh, it was Dravidians, I think. Yeah.
Oh, it was Dravid. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Poor White just got wrecked early on. All right, Tar Desert will be next. Another one of my all-time favorite maps in this
I love
tournament.
Tar Desert, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great one indeed. I'm gonna take a quick break. And
Sure.
hopefully we'll be getting back into this one in a moment. These guys are already making the lobby.
Yeah, I love the efficiency of this set. Everything seems to be running smoothly. What do we have left? I think Armenians are going to be seen there. I think Huns. Dromans versus Droman action. We still have Britons for Taiwan. I think it's going to be something like Britain, Huns, and what? Franks? I think so. Britain, Huns, Franks could be quite solid. On the other hand, we can see Armenians paired up with what? Maybe Koreans, maybe Saracens, Vikings. Though I don't know if you want to put Armenians and Vikings in the same lineup. Georgians, Vikings, and Saracens. True, SalzZ has Georgians. I could see Georgians being here. What else? The remaining options are Tar Desert and Pog. Britain's Chinese and Khmer. I was thinking about Chinese. Issue with Chinese is that I think Khmer are for Pog. I think if you're using Chinese, you could use Chinese on Tar Desert, but then you have Britons and Chinese. But maybe Britons are for Pog. So then Britons, you don't see them at all. Then you see, I think you're going to see Chinese Hans Franks. Okay, I'm changing my mind. I think it's going to be Chinese Hans Franks versus, I don't know, from the other dudes. I think Vikings are for Pug versus Armenians, Saracens, and Hindustanis, Koreans, Georgians, Armenians, Georgians, Saracens. How would that be? I don't know what SalzZ is gonna play. Armenians and Vikings can work on both maps. I agree. Let's see if they started. It's gonna be Armenians, Saracens, Georgians. Okay. Versus Hans Chinese Franks. Guys, Procaster. Vamos. 1 minute and 15 seconds to start. Armenians not good on Tar. We've seen them being very good. We've seen them yesterday in the Wii Sports set. The Lyris Arbalester timing was impressive. While imagine having Dromons in the back of your opponent's trade. Hitting TCs, woodlines, gold miners, trade, everything. Armenian Navy kill, oh, absolutely.
Hey there, everybody.
Hello there. You're just in
Sorry,
time.
I'm sorry if my return voice was a little too sultry for the official cast.
It was very dramatic. I liked it.
Perfect. All right, guys, 27 seconds, and we will be getting into possibly the last map of our first series of the day. Remember, the other set is going to be Comvi versus Lingyon B. And, I mean, both of those teams had some great games earlier. I'll be casting that after this. I don't know about you, Daniela.
I will as well. I was about to comment on that. I think it's great that Memp is casting this exact same set as well. So
Yeah.
no one is actually casting the other set. So it's nice that we're in sync like this.
Yeah, but the players can still stream their POV, which is really important for the Chinese players. So
of course, yeah. But
yeah, so
I mean, their viewers are always gonna watch them after all.
yeah, and the Chinese community really don't like watching Rex. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think what maybe some people didn't realize for a team game tournament is that a lot of compromises have to be made.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard to get everyone together at the same place to do something.
Of course.
And
we're
doing our best here.
I've had a lot of fun during Rage Forest 5 scheduling.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, this is what it is. Game started, and we did talk a bit about the civs. I don't know, what's your opinion? Do you think Tag can close the deal and take the match point?
Well, I mean, this is like classic AOC Arabia civs, just kind of in a different order. You have a Hun flank here from Sora, Chinese pocket for Z40, and Frank's far flank here from Cloud. So it's going to be the double scout plus archer. I guess Sora can go cav archers if he wants to. So at least you have that flexibility with Huns, which I actually really like. You can go water as well if you need to. So you have several different things, I think, going for you. That said, Antagonist is the Armenians insane on this map. Classic Pro in the L as the Saracens, always a dangerous pick. And then, of course, Vinchester as the Omega Civ in AoE 2, the Georgians.
Absolutely. There are two crazy strong lineups here for both of them. I am hyped to see Romans in the back of the opponent's base and in the trade later on. Let's see which type of Dromos, if they're going to be Huns or Armenian ones.
Yeah, those Armenian Drummonds are really good. They get the extra projectile, which it's a little unclear in the wording because the extra projectile, like, I think it's like galleys and Drummonds get one extra projectile, except the galley extra projectile does 1 damage, whereas the Drummond extra projectile does full damage.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you basically get instant siege engineers for your Drummonds.
And not just that, but they're affected by the Cilician fleet as well.
Yep.
So
getting the extra range. So it's basically like you get 1/2 of siege engineers for free, and then the other half from your Castle Age unique tech.
I find I find it so hard to fight that if you have galleons, Armenian galleons in the front of your drones, and then just drones in the back microing and getting some blasts on the opponent's navy with extra range. It's so hard to kill that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just think Armenians are overpowered on water, and they have been. Now, I will say, I was one of the people who advocated for them losing shipwright, so that change at least went through.
Yeah,
I still think they're a little too good, though. I think their demos are just insane, and I don't think their
yeah,
galleys need the extra
exactly. Because
projectile.
if you see all of that, what's your first instinct? Oh, I'll just mass fast fires and I'm gonna throw them in. But if he has already Silesian fleet, that means his demos are gonna be insane as well. So yeah, you're kind of doomed.
Yep, basically. But in this game, we will already have our Armenians player antagonist going with a fishing ship a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks like a little bit faster here. And the question is, how hard are Huns going to fight for water? Because back in AOC, Huns actually were played on water maps a fair amount because houses were more expensive and Huns not needing to build them was a better bonus. But these days, I mean, you just have so many better civs, and Armenian galleys are going to be really tough to stop. There's tons of room to micro around here on the southern water area.
Yeah, that's for sure. And again, like we're looking at Huns playing versus Armenians on water. Yes, that bonus of them not having to build houses is going to pile up crazy strong in terms of wood eco, even though they do start with less wood. But now going back to Armenians and their wood eco, I feel like they were the best. They had the best lumberjacks in the game before they increased from 25% to 40%.
I mean,
the only ones who would compete would
Celts
be
were
Celts.
still a little bit better.
Yeah.
But they basically had the second best lumberjacks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still going to be really good. You also have the discounted mule cart, so it's only
Yeah,
60
for
wood on
sure.
those guys, 15 food. And it's always going to be efficient, right? Because the mule cart's going to be following your villagers around on the wood line, so it always has the short drop-off distance.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, Armenians just feel so insane on water maps. Georgians feel insane on land maps. And you got both of the Mountain Royal civs here coming in full force. But Feudal Age is in, and Cloud's Frank Scout. Oh!
Greedy Vinch. Greedy Vinch.
I've said it once, I'll say it again.
There.
Research in Loom makes your villagers harder to be killed.
Is he gonna kill the stable? No, 58. Oh my god.
No, it's way too much HP.
Oh my. Wait a minute. Yeah, 4 more hits. He had 4 more hits. Okay. Whee. We did see that already.
Wow, that is already really impressive play here from Cloud. And again, something you guys might not know because we here in the Western audience, shall we say, don't really watch the Taiwanese guys that much. They play a lot, and they play a lot together.
For sure.
And so we saw it in the last game. Excellent preparation and coordination.
That's what I was saying. Like I feel like lately they have been improving like crazy as a team, as individual players as well. They do get Sorakuma is the one that impresses me the most. Like obviously we do have the win against Hera in Thalassocracy Cup, and even on ladder they've been crazy grinding. But like you said, even as a team, even in terms of team games, they play together a lot. They have good synergy here as players, and it's impressive to see them at work against one of the best teams as well. Like SalzZ, like
they're really good.
Huh?
SalzZ are really good.
Exactly.
I think they were the number 2 seed in the group. Like I think they're in that second seed bracket.
Yeah.
And yeah, right now Tag was like the last seed. They're like one of the lowest seeds in the tournament, and that's still, not been eliminated in the qualifiers. And they are playing like a team on a mission. Yeah, it's seed 15 versus seed 8. So that is a big old seeding difference in a tournament with 16 teams. And look at this. Sora coming in, hoovering in with the scouts, getting another kill, already a 5-0 lead for Tag.
Oh my god, there's still a holder. And in the meantime, Antagonist has a presence on water, but doesn't kill the fishing ships, so they're still gonna be working for a while. Kind of over investing in water for a bit. Sorokuma doesn't seem to care about that.
Not really. Now,
Yeah.
what happens here is that antagonist is going to have a free fish boom. He's already on 4 fishing chips. He should be adding in more. And there needs to be enough villagers killed on the land to sort of counteract that.
Yeah.
And you're starting that right now. It's 30 vills to 29, though, so even with the villager kills already, Sora still is actually behind a little bit economically compared to Antagonist, but it's also the idle time that's being caused. So this is still a good start here for Tag, and of course they are getting these stone walls up on the other side.
Another villain will bite the dust. But he can make pikemen in feudal age.
Nice teamwork again here from Tag. Z40's archers were on the verge of getting caught out of position, but Cloud was able to get there just in the nick of time. Meanwhile, though, Classic Pro coming forward with his archers, and Saracen archers on this map are deadly, because when you're stonewalling, you think you're safe, but those houses can go down really fast.
It's
to
crazy.
Just some scouts plus some Saracen archers.
But it's not just that. Look at the amount of army Cloud and Z40 have here. And what are the upgrades? We're looking at armor on those scouts, so better position for a tag team.
Oh, and look at this. It's going to be a 3v2 as all 3 armies are converging here. A win here would be insane for Tag.
Absolutely.
You can see Vince trying to be very active with his scouts, trying to lure away his opponent's army. Really, really good idea there from Vinchester, but at the end of the day, you still have all of Classic Pro's archers there going down. And I mean, this is a tag team that pushed the MYI guys to the limit.
They're tag teaming. Okay. Well, was it an intention of luring the opponent's army away, or he just threw his ally under the bus there?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna give Vinchester the benefit of the doubt and say that he was trying to lure his opponent's army away so the archers could take a better fight.
No, all right. Okay.
Well, income scouts plus archers. Now, Vinch has a lot of scouts, but they have no upgrades. Whereas in that fight, Cloud had the +1 defense plus the inherent 9 extra HP you get as Franks.
My God.
And this is just crazy good play so far here from Tag.
Antagonist just adding like 10 fishing ships, so now the eco looks quite close, but then again, like those are units that are not gonna be as efficient later on. Like right now they're sitting at 50%, and yeah, that's just gonna decrease from now on.
Yeah, the fish do get pretty far away. I think that the overall water balance is actually pretty good on this map, where there's enough fish to fight for, but it's not like you get an obscenely good fish boom if you win water. I mean, it's good, but it's not gonna instantly be game winning.
For sure.
But Bloodlines and Forging are coming in for Vinchester, and once those upgrades are in, he'll have fully upgraded Georgian scouts, and they're going to trade very well against the scouts of Sora and even the scouts of Cloud. But look at this, Daniela. Castle Age on the way for Sora, Castle Age on the way for Z40.
Oh my God. Well, to be fair, Antagonist and Classic Pro are going to Castle Age as well, but oh man, I like the position the tag team is in.
Indeed.
It's good. Look at that armor coming in on those archers as well. Fletching for Sorokuma, so a transition into cavalry archers is going to be made. Bloodlines is on the way as well. I like that.
Yeah, and I was talking with Mem yesterday, and we were talking about the relative advantages of going for double cavalry play or double archer play. And he and I both agreed that it's the double archer play that's going to just scale better as the game goes on. You have the cavalry for the mobility to take good fights, as we have Sora running in here once again. But just having that mass of double archers is so important. And I think that having that cav archer component sort of gives you a little bit of the best of both worlds. So I really like this actually here from Tag.
For sure. Well, and from multiple reasons, right? Especially the CA are so good at just hitting and running, and if ballistics comes in on the rage units, the raids are so much more efficient, because what you would do with a couple of light caps or a couple of knights, you would run them into the eco. They would either path weirdly, not get any kill. They would get either converted or would run into a pike or a spear or whatever. It's so much easier to do a lot of damage with ranged units. And like you guys said, it scales differently in terms of I don't know, aim timing as well. Like when that arbalest timing hits, we saw it yesterday as well during one set. It's crazy.
Yeah,
good.
that was a sick game.
Yeah.
On Tar Desert as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Notably, though, when you win water, you can do this whole thing where you destroy the walls at the edge of the shoreline. So Tag is actually not at all full walled.
Yeah.
So that is definitely a little bit awkward. Vinch and Cloud will be making it to Castle Age at similar times. The villager count, military count, all pretty even. So despite the good teamwork so far from Tag, the overall armies are quite comparable. CA are here at the party, though.
That's true. And Ballistics is already in the Q4 Z40. So it's for Classic Pro.
Oh boy, relevant cav upgrades all on the way here for Vinchester. Notably, he is not on stone yet. Remember, guys, most of the stone is kind of pushed towards the middle of this map, so you do need to exert some sort of map control in the mid-game so you can get those castles down, so you can make your fun and balanced unit the Manaspa. All right, big fight going to be unfolding here. Tag have the closer reinforcements. They also have these cav archers. Ballistics is in for green. It's in for yellow. And it's on the way for blue, but he only has 8 cav archers, of course. That is the big disadvantage of cav archers, is they just don't scale as quickly. Just more expensive, and you can only start making them in Castle Age. Meanwhile, though, Tag, with these crossbowmen from Z40, he's got 32 of them, 46 vills, so still really solid position from him. And he's going to be taking a good fight here.
SalzZ ahead in military, but I feel like that's not for long.
Another beautiful fight there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think it was Black Sails yesterday was really struggling because Doomster, honestly, I mean, on top of forgetting double bit axe, just wasn't
that was
having
so bad.
quite as good of a game as his counterpart. I think it was Kingstone, maybe? And right now, guys, Z40 absolutely locking it down here with the crossbow. A nice fight there from Classic Pro. He's doing everything he can, even the galleys from Antagonist to help out, but still, that's a bunch of light cav and the crossbowmen, and all those units are going to get mopped up there from Team SalzZ. A couple knights in here, actually, though, from Vinchester, going to get some value. That is actually a hole. Always have to be careful about that. And this is not insignificant damage. Only 45 bills right now for blue. And light cav coming in as well. Vinchester saying, no, we're not done with this tournament yet.
Not yet. The hole has been addressed, and yeah, those knights are going to be hoovering, but they're going to be taken care of. Man, I mean, that's a lot of army for Team Tag, and I feel like Team SalzZ should just mass before going like that, because they're just sending units to be cleared again by Cloud and Z40's army.
Yeah, I think you really do have to be quite careful there. Red and Yellow, at the bare minimum, need to group up, but I still love what Vinchester's been doing. He's been so active with his cav units and doing his best to keep his opponents at home. And that just is going to give time for the slightly better eco of SalzZ to really start to take off. But now the light cav are coming in from Cloud. I mean, these are really just leftover scouts from Feudal Age. He's making knights.
My God.
But light cav can get the job done. I mean, you're taking the best fight you can here, but Z40 absolutely anchoring this down. This is exactly what Black Sails didn't have yesterday. You only have one archer player, so that one archer player better be able to do work, and that is exactly what Green is doing. He's even on 3 TCs behind this compared to just the one of Classic Pro.
This is crazy. This is crazy. A good play by Team Tag. The pop difference is starting to increase. Yes, Saps. I think you can back the back. You can dock the back pawns. I don't see why not. But
you mean yes, yeah.
Yeah.
All of this like river area can be docked, and it can be important for taking water back in the late game. Also, you can go with trade cogs on this map.
Isn't pop even? When I was talking about, there was 20 pop difference, and this still is.
Hand chart even here for Cloud. Only on the 2 TCs. Would certainly benefit from a third one, especially as Frank's, cavalry is expensive. Thumbring coming in as well. Oh, a big fight is going to be unfolding here.
Again.
Red has thumb crossbowmen, but now this time the reinforcements are a lot closer here for Saul. So this is a fight they need to win, but it's also a fight that they are relatively well set up to do so. Although I love Z40 trying to lock down the high ground. He is top scorer in this game, and he is playing so well.
Oh, even Thumbring now for Sorakuma. He's
nice.
missing the defense upgrades on those, but Ballistics is in, and Thumbring is in, and Thumbring is going to do a lot of damage against those knights. Well, I guess.
Armenians, of course, no Thumbring at all. The Saracens don't have that research, although they do have +2 defense. Lots of dancing going on. We are here at the discotheque, and I think eventually SalzZ will win this fight with the better reinforcements. And that's not at all bad for them, because they still have a small eco lead.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Although the Cav Archers mean that you can reinforce your front lines a lot more easily than if Blue was just going crossbowmen. And that's certainly nice. And SalzZ, they drive it back. SalzZ have a pop lead right now. Who's on a Crazyville count? It's actually going to be Antagonist, thanks to his 13 Fisky Mothers, as the Viking villagers say. And, I mean, that's really strong from him.
Castle going up from Z40 defensively. Man, what a good play. And he's up to him.
Yeah, I mean...
That's crazy.
Z40 this game, absolute beast mode. You now have the extra ranges coming in and just Chinese getting eco upgrades. Who would have thought? Oh, man. Galleys here. They're actually being quite annoying. That's pretty cute from Antagonist. Can't really complain about that. And Antagonist clicks up too, but I mean, Chinese archers and imps versus Armenian archers and imps. Chinese are going to be... Wait, they are in.
Do you want to be in there, though? Do you actually want to?
I don't know about that. These armies are going to be trapped. And I mean, now, again, the defender's advantage is going right back here to tag. Archers need to wait for them to get to the front line. So a little bit of free shots coming in from Classic Pro, but still no Thumbring in. And this with the... I mean, Cav Archers are just better units pound for pound, especially with Thumbring in, than the crossbowmen. So this is going to start to look really, really good here, I think, for tag. I say that, but SalzZ are showing some great unit control. But yeah, I think this still should be a win for tag.
You know what's the best of this? At 1 minute away from Imp, Z40 kind of lost most of his army. He has 18 crossbows left on the field. That's tragic for now.
Yes, but Antagonist is also going to lose all these crossbowmen, so I think it balances out, or at least close to it.
Yeah, they still have like 74 army numbers versus 55. The Z40 has the resources for a forward castle. That would be great. That would be the nail in the coffin right now.
Also, Yellow is going to click up as well, so we will have 2 players for SalzZ in the Imperial Age in just a moment. The galleys at the back actually got a lot of damage done here by Antagonist, being very active this game on the water, just as he needs to be. But Bracer and Arb are going to be coming in. There's that little bit of a timing window. Yes, the archer numbers have been dented, but it's still going to be around 30 archers crossing the map. So
exactly, that's the thing. The Arb upgrade. Oh my god! I'm sorry. It's going to be a huge advantage here for Z40. Even chemistry now on the way. It's crazy.
Yeah, able to afford all those upgrades as Chinese, quite helpful. And now the Cav Archers are dive bombing in here. Vinch also clicking up, so everybody on SalzZ is on their way to Imperial Age. That is the manifestation of their better economies. That said, you got a lot of Arbs walking in here from Z40. A lone defensive watchtower from Classic Pro is a little bit sad. And, the Knights are also making their way in here from our Cyan player Cloud. This is going to be getting pretty crazy here, because you need to hold out as SalzZ.
And how do you actually hold out? With Dromons? Where are the Dromons?
They're not being made yet.
Sag. It's a castle in the middle from Sorakuma, though.
Meanwhile, Vinch is going to start to push the Frank Knights back. But, I mean, Vinch, 90 bills to 92, but Georgian Eco, as the game goes on, is absolutely crazy. He's around 2,000 resources ahead of Syed, and that's a lot of gold in particular. Meanwhile, best Eco in the game is, of course, going to be Z40 overall, despite the Eco losses earlier, and the Arb is, the Arb's come marching in.
There it is.
Yet.
There's that
nice
castle
little
in that
one.
hill that I was hoping to see.
Yeah, nice little positioning right there. Again, if you were keeping the Georgian player off of stone, their cavalry is not going to be very good in the late game. You need Monospas for your power unit. Georgian Cavaliers just aren't really good enough.
Move! Okay. They were blocking for a while. Oh, boy.
And now the Cav Archers are here as well. Are we going to see Tag eliminate Salz? I mean, Imp is now on the way for blue. Imp is in, though, for purple, and it's going to be 3 players in Imp versus 1. But, I mean, it's such an awkward spot economically for Salz. They have a huge military deficit, and of course, as the Asian teams always seem to be very good at doing, they are getting their markets down for trade. I love it, love it, love it.
Oh my god, that's... this is a crazy good game. C40 had that time window that you were talking about, and I think he did plenty of damage. He killed a lot of army. The armor numbers are still crazy ahead for Team Tag. SalzZ will have the technology advantage, right, with 3 players being in the superior age, but I don't know. I don't know about the damage control they were able to make. I think that eco is inefficient, and a lot of that technology can't be afforded at this point.
Well, okay, Cloud clicked up to Imp. I was thinking Cloud was really far away from Imp, and that was like the one thing that's going for Salz. But yeah, once Cloud hits Imp, obviously that tech advantage will be gone. So now you have sort of a counter timing of around, let's say, 3.5 minutes, because you also need to research Imp upgrades.
Yeah.
Where you really just need to leverage the fact that Vinch is individually a little bit ahead of Cloud, but I mean, you just have so many Arbs! 68 Arbs and 2 Trebs right now here for Z40. Ring Archer Armor's coming in for yellow, but he just does not have the numbers. Red, Armenian Arbs are just not going to be that good. I really do think we need to be seeing Drummonds come out. And just
we had
start
to a while ago.
pound away.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you can't just... You need to do the eco damage as well, because right now you don't have access to resources. Vinci does not have access to gold, and he's making light cap. Like, you hate to see it. Yeah. It's...
And of course, when you're under so much pressure, you can't afford to get trade up and running. Now, Frank Lycav are not very good. We saw that be a big issue in one of the previous sets. But there is the GG called, guys. Taiwan AoE Gamer will knock Salz out, and Salz goes out in last place.
This was such a good set. It's crazy.
Wow.
I think this is going to be a crazy weekend.
Salz didn't play poorly. It's just Tag absolutely crushing it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's not... he's not...
Is not?
It's not. There's no doubt I meant. I was still looking at the map because I was about to comment. Look at all those fishing ships being very, very idle. Crazy set. My God.
Yes, there will be one more set today. There are 2 sets every day this weekend. But I'll be casting the next one solo because I'd rather not have to co-cast Rex if I don't have to.
yeah. Thank you so much, Orlu, for having me. It was a pleasure. This was one of the best sets of the tournament as well. Again, congrats for hosting the tournament. You're doing a great job, and good luck for the next set. Have fun.
Yeah, just go and enjoy the rest of the tournament yourself, and thanks for casting it.
Thank you so much for having me. See you around.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.